and it can be the order going down in a foundry. Person it is. Just so there's no take-backsies.
Didn't you last time say it's too much effort to like roll for it? I'll just do the recap myself.
Yeah, it's Josh.
I was gonna say, because if you get me, you're not gonna get much.
I'm sure I'll get enough.
I've been awake for like 45 minutes.
Oh, we will.
What? He can't be exempt.
What? You got a good excuse. It's Tom.
Fucking bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
I was up till like 2:30 in the morning last night playing board games with some buddies.
No, we know about that, huh? From recent memory.
No idea what they're talking about.
If you know me, I'm normally not up that late. I'm like in bed by 10 p.m.
Me and you literally did the same thing on Friday. It was just up till.
Why don't you guys meet up and play sessions together in person at like 1
Yeah.
and you can like hang out and you can like punch each other for RP and shit.
That's the thing you go to? Just like me punching.
That would be well, yeah.
That's the only reason Ian wants to meet up with any of us, apparently.
I can't see rules, but what's Alright, it's amazing. Alright, well, exactly. Good recap. I'm glad you all remember exactly what happened.
Oh, I think the most important thing to remember, is we found, well...
I've just woken up, huh? Okay.
Well, yeah, well, it's because I've finished 90% of my energy drink. And half a maple donut. No,
Breakfast champions.
Mm-hmm. No, the end of the free session, we killed this, like, the party. The small party that left, right? Not our party, but like a party that was out scouting or moving on.
We tried to kill off.
And then we went back to scout. We found a lizard bro that I accidentally, and I mean on 100% on purpose, but looking retrospectively, probably shouldn't have. Bro, who helped us. God, went back to being so loud.
Yeah.
Why?
Okay.
No, so we decided to go and like try to either capture or talk to not the chieftain, right, but like the head of the local camp. Because we know he was gonna go stargazing. And Jacko blew his freaking head off. The end. That's all the important stuff.
There was one over there who is being left alive, but they are unconscious.
Yeah.
That's the other thing. I was trying to double check like, how much time passed. The day you like ambushed the people on the road, did you go? Was that the same day you went back to the camp to scout, or you rested overnight before you went back?
Yeah, we rested overnight.
We definitely rested.
Okay, cool.
Because we were bloody pretty badly.
Cool. I'll check it out. Remember it quickly. Yeah, cool. Yeah, and then you went back, met Hazi. He explained a bit about that he was not on the same side as the others, and the weird frog-like kind of reptilian things. And yeah, he kind of wanted to join you in like defeating them. And yeah, he wanted to decide to go like piece by piece, or couldn't attack the whole place at once. So you found this guy when they were at least almost alone and managed to defeat them. And yeah, I mean, yeah.
Sorry, I wrote some names down, but so the dude we just killed, the middle management guy that was like in charge of the little camp or whatever. He was named Krutak, right? And then the other dude who was actually like the leader who like instigated the raids, he's called Tizgar. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Cool, yeah. Let me divide it down. Say him again. Tizgar and Kushtek.
Tizgar and Krutak. Krutak?
I like to rip after Kushtek. Tizgar. Cool, yeah. I mean, I knew the two names, I couldn't remember which one which, so I'm glad you took that.
Okay, hold on. That was my question, I guess. We'll never know.
You'll never have a single identity, it happens. Alright, but yeah, I mean, I can put you on the map for a second if you wish, so you can quickly remember what it looks like, and if you wanna, maybe aid with the RP. But yeah, you just basically finished the battle, and yeah, quickly spent a few minutes trying to identify that weird floating rock gem thing, stone, but you were unable to really determine what it was or what effects it may have, apart from floating. Take it away.
Yeah, so I guess looking at the bodies we just dropped, I'll be like,
I'm like,
do we?
God damn it, Krixel, you blew his fucking head off.
Well, he's leader, but he was squishy. I didn't expect it to be so effective.
Didn't expect your double barrels at point blank range to his face to not do damage.
I must admit, it's what I hoped for. I just didn't think it would happen.
You need
But-
to learn more of your own power, bro. You're stronger than you think you are.
Well, it's either me or them, or in this case, it was both.
Somehow that seems to always happen.
Yeah,
This is
gotta
the
work
one
on
who's
that.
technically alive, right? Just unconscious.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
defender.
Mhm.
I mean, I quickly just like disarm him,
Yeah, take it. Yeah.
and by that I mean chop his arms off.
Okay.
Whoa!
No.
Non lethally though.
Non-lethally.
Yeah.
Whoa!
Of course,
Yep.
non-lethally.
I bludgeon his arms off.
Off.
Want to take his arms?
I just take his
off.
flail, his javelin, and his shield.
Cool.
Off.
Yeah, all this stuff.
It looks like he's wearing armor, but it's not on his character sheet.
Nah,
He's
just
clearly
clothes
there,
that
so-
look like
yeah.
armor, you know.
He's cosplay. LARPing.
Cosplay? What, you were playing armor? I was like strapped in fucking musty metal to me.
It's just
Hope-
cardboard.
Man,
Yeah.
it's really good at deception.
Feels bad.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll turn to Lizard Bro and be like, will he be any help? I'm gonna gesture down towards the unconscious Lizard Man.
I don't know him too well. I do not think he necessarily need die, but do not think will help in fight.
So what next?
Kind of like looks to the
Plan
sky.
A is
like-
a little, has a hole in it. We'll say.
I like he kind of like looks to the sky. Like it's basically you basically went like soon when it was like properly dark, or like so it's still like maybe like 10 o'clock because it's quite long days, so it does get dark quite late. And he's like, think they don't notice him missing till at least sometime morning. Not sure. You need wait long before attack. Rest. We should attack before they know what happened here.
Either tonight, well, now, or early morning.
Yes.
Early morning, I think it's better.
Yeah.
You know what they say?
do not-
Find the rest.
Early bird
Like,
gets
you
the
know,
worm.
Yes, and you seem to be getting, down to quite a bit, and I would rather be able to bring you back up, bro.
Same.
Yeah, he kind of does not think they notice till sometime in morning. Not keep too close eye.
I'll put my barrels against this unconscious lizard, and I'll be like, better safe than sorry. Looking for the reaction of lizard bro.
He's like, he just like, he like the two I already said, think no need.
Okay, yeah, I'll move them.
Yeah, it's like I watch him overnight. Talk if he come round. Yeah, I mean he does like have like he doesn't have it himself because he kind of left a bit abruptly. But if anyone else has any rope, like has he kind of like ties him up like himself?
Yeah. I think we have some
I have
extra
rope.
that we brought along. So
Cool. Yeah, has he just like binds like the feet like
Yeah, I
he
have
does
one at least.
Cool. Yeah. Just I don't know if you actually keep track of how much. I guess like he takes 20 feet or something like that. Roughly that much. Yeah, and then do you guys like kind of go somewhere else? Like where do you?
I'll drag the
do you wanna
body
spend the night? Mhm.
of Krutuk or whatever into the woods a little bit.
Okay, cool.
I wouldn't mind a bit of this your healing mud, if you would. I'm
Gladly, bro.
gonna hit a
Second.
bit.
Yeah.
See this healing mud.
Clap,
Yeah.
cast spell. Oh my god, 3 hours. Just took 3 hours. Fuck off.
3 hours. Sorry.
No, it's about not targeting anything or whatever, something like that. So yeah, I
No,
clicked.
I know. Right. Sure. I'm sure. It's
User error.
Medicine. Here you go.
Oh,
It's not right. Not this. This is. We spilled too much blood into this ground. We need to move a little bit away.
which I heard.
It won't work. We'll work right here.
Won't work.
We'll
Nobody's
set up
fault.
camp and I'll try later. And
Nobody's fault, of
Yeah.
course.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nobody's
I'd
fault,
rather
nobody's fault.
retreat.
No pressure, lad. We have sometimes still.
I'll get you up. Yeah. No.
Out of interest, sorry, Josh, can you now see like the sneak attack button in your character sheet where you can like toggle on if sneak attack's set?
Where on the sheet would it be?
Like at the top of your actions, there should be one that's like I think it's flat-footed targets, and then like that should make sneak attack. Like you can take it and then it. I can see it on yours, so hopefully you can see it actually. Like where nimble dodge button would be, like under the actions.
Man, I have some toggles. This is interesting, yeah.
I do not.
Even though my toggles are.
Actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you
I
see
see
the one
the
that's
nimble-
nimble dodge? Okay.
Yeah, I see
Can you-
nimble dodge.
Can you close and open it again? I just changed it.
Okay.
Jesus.
Open
That
again.
button?
I still see nimble dodge, but nothing else.
Maybe I can take it. Although if I take it and keep this. Oh well.
And I was
What's
looking
the
for like
problem?
the one like because I remember when we played before, right? It would kind of come up sometimes where there'd be like the target is flat-footed, and I could click.
Yeah,
the
that's what
yes
I meant
button.
to toggle on.
Well, so that's within the actual roll, but that's not there either.
Weird. There's this
Like if I'm just gonna say I'm target Crixel. If like I do
Oh,
this,
oh, oh,
now will it
Crixel.
show up? Yeah, it
No.
still doesn't show up.
But wait. Let me do something on your character sheet actually. Wait, if I go to your character sheet and I click the same, will you now attack Pixel and will damage? Don't worry, this Pixel. We'll just
Just let me get
damage.
crit again.
Yeah, see now it's doing the sneak attack damage because I toggled on that you were attacking a flat-foot thing. That's interesting. But you don't see that toggle. That's fucking weird.
No, I see 0 toggles.
Well, you see no dodge, right? But that's it. Yeah.
I don't see any toggles either, but I don't have anything that will be toggled. So.
You don't see any toggles either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you would have any.
Yeah, the only one I have is nimble dodge.
Okay, that's
What,
fucking weird.
what about on the spellcasting shit?
What's that?
On the spellcasting shit, tab in the character sheet. 'Cause
I turned that one
remember,
off.
Spellcasting. No, it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there. No way. No
'cause
way.
I
Nice.
remember in the dream sequence I had power attack chosen. I changed it after, but I had the toggle somewhere.
Yeah,
I'm-
but it.
but
If you want to
I can
remove the
see where it probably should be,
spellcasting
though.
tab, you
in
can.
my head, I kinda the toggle was. It felt like the rest of the tab was kinda empty, and the actions is not empty. I have a bunch of stuff here. So,
Alright, sorry. Final thing, then we can just start playing. We'll pretend it's fine.
Yeah.
Try refreshing or reloading the application real quick, Josh. Because I'm really confused why you don't see it.
Yeah.
But then apart from, okay, sorry, but yeah. So you want to go back to like a place you spent the night before, or just like anywhere? Like, do you mind, or do you want to just kind of find? another place?
how far away was it?
Well, like, right now you're like pretty close to the actual camp. The only thing, like right now you're maybe like a 15-minute walk away, right? Like
I think you
far
go back to
like,
near the
south.
hill, maybe.
Okay, so
Still
like,
nothing, by the way.
okay, fucking weird. Okay, whatever. I guess I could go in and just change every time. Maybe that's a lot of work. Okay, you want to go back to the hill? So like an hour or two away from it. So quite far.
I think so, right? Or no? I don't know. I'm not the war leader here.
I guess Nate, you're kind of like the one who's probably deciding like or like
Yeah.
going to a little bit.
What's the time right now? How?
It's not that late. It's like it's like I mean it's late. It's like 10 p.m. Like you would want to fucking
Yeah.
sleep soon if you want to get up early.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I think we should try to find a place to rest as soon as possible, because we don't wanna sleep too long.
Stay close.
and- yeah, maybe. Because
Okay. I like
maybe
that.
someone saw a place on the way here. Somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of places like for one night. If as long as it stays dry, right, you can basically put down your blankets wherever you want, right? There's like not necessarily a great deal of shelter. Like if people were walking by, they would see you, of course, but it's a pretty dense wood in some places. So it's you'd probably find like a little bit which has maybe an even greater concentration of like foliage that you would like to be hidden from, at least somewhat out of sight. There's no problem. I'll say maybe like so you're potentially like a 25 to half an hour walk from the camp. If that makes sense.
Nice.
Yeah.
And
that-
do we have a?
yeah.
I can't remember. Like we debated against having a fire camp, right? Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
past, at least you have.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Hmm? But I imagine you're at least keeping watch tonight.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I
we
yeah.
have
think
to
I
start
think
rolling.
I think while
The
we're still
order was
getting
meaningless, right?
Yeah, that's you first, normally. So what?
yeah, I think while we're still getting ready to like take the watches and everybody's still like awake, I think you can see Crix a little bit like, you know, in very like a thoughtful manner, just like sitting like with his feathers like almost like more retreated into his like coat of feathers, and be like, lately I've almost died quite a bit. It makes me wonder if one of you dies, what should we do? Should we? What's funeral? What do you want to say to family? I kind of like look around like at each of you. See if anyone's like
just
thought
like
of those
stares you down.
questions.
He's like,
Yeah, they're like just these beady little eyes, you know, just like.
I'm gonna say I put
Peering
a lot
in.
of thought into this, but guess just send me downriver into the sea,
Wait to bring the
into
mood
the
up
water.
before a fight.
Well,
has he like in my culture often drinks salvation before big fight. No talk death.
I think it's important for our
Yeah.
community. No?
That's what I was gonna ask is, does the Shackles have any like, you know, typical funeral, you know?
A classic burial scene. Like, there's so many
Yeah.
people who live their entire life on boats that a lot of pirates would want to go out that way. They would very unceremoniously, if they died on ship, they wouldn't wait for port. They would just, you can't keep a body on a ship,
Right.
right? You basically just throw it overboard. But that wouldn't be like a bad way to go. Like on the land, I mean, it's much more different, and like it's very like race dependent. But I mean, certainly the most common shackles would be like water based stuff. But there's not really like anything specific to like the shackles
Okay.
land itself.
They don't cremate us, make us into bricks, and then put us into the walls of the town.
No, that's more a next sort of thing.
Well,
that's,
I think
that's Andor. Sorry.
I think because of like it's such a hodgepodge of like different cultures and families, right? Like there could be a lot of different
Yeah, for sure.
traditions.
Yeah. There are lots of little ones, but it's much more culture exactly. And like the shackles is full of like really all sorts, right? So like there's a lot of different traditions all over the place.
Yeah. I've always wanted a Viking burial. Maybe just put me out to the sea and then light the boat fucking on fire.
Sure,
That
why
would look
not?
cool.
Yeah.
But we don't have many boats. Is a problem.
It's still one of these fuckers.
Yes, I like
We
that.
know of at least one extra.
Were I to die, I would prefer to be buried in the village, but not sure if you'll be able to get my body back there from here.
More importantly, if I died, you better fucking avenge me.
Well, I'm assuming
But
yes,
shall
all the
we try?
lesser folk will be dead.
Because,
Is it goes without saying, right? We're gonna win this fight. I think that's a question.
But if we have to put you out of your misery, disease, something like that. It's like staring down again.
You gotta say, this conversation is way too grim for the night before
Ah.
a big fight.
that's what I said, man.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did not think to bring beer.
I mean, I didn't. I look at Nate. I didn't think he would just say it again. Thought we, I thought we were answered the question, then quiets down about this.
Sorry, who was that? Was that the name?
I just like looked at Nate. And I was just got.
Mm.
It's just a cheeky way of I don't know. I get let's just not bring this up again, okay, bro?
Okay.
We will win this fight. We will survive. We're gonna
Yeah,
fuck him
then,
up, for the lack of a better word.
yeah, and
wait-
after that we'll have a
And
fun
go.
time to discuss this.
I mean, not necessarily even that, right? Just just gonna go do what we do. None of us are gonna die.
Yeah, so as you're like trying to reassure, like Crixel is like nodding along, and then you do hear on like saying under his breath, like, "I would like fucking burial. Sounds cool."
As he kind of speaks a bit, would say, in fight against them, they seem cruel, would not surrender, fight to death.
Yes,
He
we know of their
shrugs.
cruelty.
Kind of nods. Sorry. Yeah,
Real
did
quickly,
you want
would
to?
you-
Sorry.
I was gonna say, would you just put like the flat-footed condition on Hazi?
Competition. Okay.
As
Yeah,
a
I meant
testing
I
it?
meant no like that, but I mean yeah. Okay, the way I actually can do it is like I used to talk when your character sheet, right? I confess, and it's like the person you're targeting.
Which is
stuff like that.
insane, because I don't see that.
Yeah. Okay. But
And
if
I
like give
tried
him the
refreshing the whole browser, and
I mean, yeah, I can even stuff with condition. I mean, yeah.
I just wondering if like if he's flat-footed, if it'll automatically take it into consideration, right?
Mhm.
Like when I do the
Yeah.
hit, it should, right? Because now it's a
Yeah.
hit. Yeah, it doesn't. It's interesting that it doesn't show the flat-footed though on my attack
It,
roll.
it does for me. Like it reduces his AC when I see it.
Really? Because
It
normally,
doesn't give you a
yeah, it would
bonus,
say
but
like
it reduces hit sync. That's how it works.
right, but normally it shows that somewhere, but it doesn't. Okay, so then if I do damage,
That's weird.
would it actually?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, it does.
Out of interest, can I just see one thing? If I sorry, I know we're like doing a lot of
I know it's.
if I'm sorry, I'm gonna put Nate on the other side. And I'm gonna do like an actual enemy. If you attack this guy, does it automatically know you're flanking? Can you roll this?
I couldn't target him earlier. Okay, now I can. I don't know. Let me check. I roll again.
Oh man, you're rolling so well.
Yeah, flat-footed minus. So now I actually have the target
The
is
reason
flat-footed.
the reason it says it now though is because modifiers matter. It's popping it up, but that changing it into a crit.
Right.
Like, normally
Okay.
I always see like I get that for Hazi as well normally. Okay, so it actually gets a C tag and it knows for sure you're just flanking from the system, like flanking settings.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Okay.
Maybe the reason why I was like okay, that doesn't matter. Honestly, the reason maybe I didn't was having it forwarded because like Nate was like far away, right, and you were flanking with Breach, and maybe then it was like didn't realize it was
It got
flanking.
confused.
Yeah,
That makes
Sleeper it
sense.
was.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you've told a little bit. If you,
Sorry.
Johnny, did you want to do any more trying like healing checks on Nate or Quicksil? It's you know by the time you found this place and set up your like
I mean, yeah. Once we're set up, yeah. I just I do the ritual thing.
the mud here
That
pretty.
thing,
That's okay.
It's a ritual. Maybe
That's not
I think the land this earth will.
Let's see. Ah, beautiful work. Beautiful work here.
Shit, I always forget. Isn't it?
2d8.
Yeah.
Cool.
And then Quicksil's still injured as well.
That's 8 for you, Nate.
Might as well give him a mud bath.
Oof, it's almost. So sad.
So close.
You're not injured enough.
That feels good.
Problem.
Yeah, I just like refuse to sit still long enough.
It's close.
Thanks,
It's close.
laddie.
You're welcome. What would
Okay.
you do without me, bros?
Okay, and then you want
Right.
to like start your night watches and stuff, and getting some rest. Yeah, the night passes uneventfully. Actually, what was it? At some point in the night, I'm gonna just say it was Nate and then Johnny and then Quicksilver and then out here, right? Yeah,
Yep.
during your watch, Johnny, Hazi is like kind of like not keeping watch, but he's like kind of sleeping very close to the one who was like knocked out. So he's like ready to like kind of react if anything happens. And at a certain point, like you actually hear like kind of grunts as it seems that the person is like kind of coming awake. And Hazi like as he's like so close, immediately sort of wakes up as well. And there's like a brief bit where like they kind of Hazi almost like drags him off a bit, so it's not to like disturb everybody's sleep. So you can like follow if you want.
Sure.
Yeah, okay. So you follow a bit like Hazi doesn't untie him or anything. He basically like the feet are basically done, so like you can kind of like really awkwardly step right, but can't like barely move, and like the hands behind the back, and like you see Hazi kind of like put him against the tree, and then like they have like a pretty heated discussion, like at some point like maybe the other party might wake up actually if they like wanted to roll perception. We can see if they were like really light sleepers, but it's all in Rooks, so it's hard for you to. I mean, you don't know what they're saying or Rooksy. I mean, but
I just look and like see it.
Yeah,
if
at a
I see
certain
too much
point,
darkness, I just like see the especially.
yeah, it seems like he's like it seems like he's like they're clearly they're not happy about what happened, obviously, fucking right. But like it seems like after a couple minutes, as he's like trying to make it his point, at least whatever it is, and that it in some ways it's getting through to the person. Like they just like kind of. It was more like a grudging sort of like acceptance of what happens. It's kind of the look you kind of get on their face, like whether or not that's what they're actually feeling. Like they're not like nodding and happy, but they're not like spitting at him or anything.
Okay.
And like after a bit, Hazy kind of notices you were watching, and he kind of comes back to you. It's like he won't help, but also no love for creatures, strong creatures. He will not help in battle after what we did him, and he weak, but will at least not be against us.
That's good.
I wouldn't get too close, though. Still probably harbors ill will for what we did.
Distance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he nods, and
Good for him.
Hazy kind of like brings him back to basically set down, still a decent distance from the party, so he's not too close, but so he can also get at least some rest overnight. Yeah, cool. But that's the only interruption through night, and otherwise, morning comes, and you can all give yourself the benefits of a full rest.
Slightly less golden if you're a spellcaster.
Cool.
One hit point, maybe.
1 HP restored. Look at that.
Oh
Sleep
no,
really helped.
that's sad.
Yeah, I assume you tried to get up pretty early, right? When it's just quite little light, sunrise or something. So it's which case,
yeah, I think even
quite
a little
early,
bit.
Yeah.
I don't know how. So if we go to sleep at 10 p.m., so maybe 4 a.m. Yeah, as early as we can, so that we reach the village while the sunrise is still happening.
Exactly. If the sun's your back, they'll never see you coming.
Exactly.
Yeah. Do you want to go straight there, or is there anything anybody wants to do in the morning? You could obviously do a couple quick more healing checks if you wished, or you can go straight there.
Like a piss and then go.
Wow, that's a man with he's ready to fucking go. I like it. Okay.
Oh, healer
Yeah,
just
you
left. But
what's that?
our healer just left us. So.
Our healer just left us. Yeah, would Quixel? Would Quixel say anything in the morning about it?
I will kind of
Promises to not move around the whole time.
Yeah, in a guilt tripping way, I just extend away and be like.
Yeah, we'll see if how Johnny reacts if he takes a bite.
Of course, it's Johnny. You can't resist me.
Johnny.
And can you imagine? I'm sure this would be possible, and there may even be a module for this. But if you tried to do the long rest button, right, and if it still showed that you were wearing armor, then it said you didn't get rested, and instead gave you the condition.
Oh, the low blow.
And so the players have to actually take off the armor.
Actually, remember to take their armor off, or something I mean, it's fucking annoying as hell, right? But it would just be kind of funny.
Yeah, for sure.
To be able to do that.
And it wouldn't even be.
I can't even remember. Can you sleep? Is it just you straight up can't sleep? How does it work with armor?
God, yeah.
I think it's just they can't fucking sleep or something crazy.
No, they can in certain types. It's really
the comfort trait means you
Yeah.
can. But it said the comfort trait is you can rest only while wearing it. But it doesn't say what happens if you. I guess you just can't rest if you don't have that trait, right? Sure. But anyway, yeah. So Johnny, it looks like Quixel. He offers his wing a little bit. It sounded like, right, Jacko?
Yeah, I'll be saying so with one talent I'll point towards the road and be like, we should probably go. But then in the view of Johnny, I'll extend my other wing that's still broken.
Tom?
It's muted.
I was saying just a second. Let's check that. Yes.
Okay.
I'll give you a little bit of a healing plaster. Bada boom.
A little bit healing plaster.
It's not even
Magic
close, man.
number.
Magic number.
Oh, the magic number. The magic number.
Missing one, I'll take it.
Oh man.
Oh.
Beautiful. Hey, Jacko, that's cheating. That's 12. Oh, no, wait. No, that's right.
Yeah, that was my yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you gives a little bit of healing, but then you want to head out onto the road back in the direction of town?
I think so.
Okay, yeah. So while it is still...
Oh, by the way, sleeping in armor results in poor rest that leaves you fatigued.
Oh, fatigued, of course.
If you go more than 16 hours without resting, you also become fatigued. You cannot recover
Mm.
from this until you rest at least 6 continuous hours.
Cool. Okay, just gonna put
There
you
you
on the map. I'm not gonna buy it. I'm too lazy to ever put on wolves. So if you fight it, you're just gonna pretend there's wolves.
There's wolves?
Like like the wolves with the tents and shit.
Oh,
That kind of
okay.
stuff, you know what I mean?
No, like palisades or something.
No.
Yeah, they constructed an entire wall around the camp while we were
Crazy,
gone.
right?
Yeah,
Crazy
in
shit.
case.
I prepared.
It's all
I
fireproof
prepared
too.
mostly healing for today, just because I have a feeling
That's a
you
good
guys are gonna
call,
get.
I
we're gonna
think.
get
Yeah. Am I already avoiding
Yeah,
notice?
so I guess you kind of like get like like a few hundred feet away, like kind of where you've been like kind of safely watching before at least, or was you seeing like a roughly safe distance, and then Hazi is like, I think they sleep in big tent where I always see them come from. Not sure
So-
how you want to do this.
So, you guys wanna sneak in, try to bring a trap, maybe do something funny?
Funny?
In what way?
I'll
What does
look at
funny mean in this
the
context?
terrorist sneaking lads. I mean, a surprise like last time, a fire.
Hmm.
Could do.
I mean, I don't know if that will work twice.
Yes, I think they will have noticed our hole.
They might also be on more guard. They might be
Correct.
worried I come back.
But if we can, we should only fight frogs, no? So at least go where they are and start fighting them instead of your folk.
Yeah, Hazi like nods like firmly like.
Oh, does he
I
have the
also
staff, by the way, or like a way to show that he supplanted the previous leader here?
You've got the stone.
Yep.
I don't know if
Sure, just got
Hazi
that.
didn't take the staff. If anybody else wanted, he could have. Otherwise, in the morning, someone could have gone and gotten it while Johnny was like healing.
Yeah,
himself based
healing.
off of the thing.
I think I would have just to be like,
Yeah, okay.
or I would have at least asked Hazi if he thought that would help the cause, right? Like, would that be a hindrance
Okay.
or would that be a help in
Yeah, Hazi was
trying
like
to
yeah,
sway?
really considered. He like it not hurt. Shows he's strong enough to actually mean what we say.
Yeah. So I'll
And
run
then-
and grab it and give it to him.
Sure.
It's not gonna matter if we show it. Like, it's gonna
Yeah,
meter
yeah.
more if it was him.
But yeah, so in this
Hazi-
moment while he's like standing there with the staff, I'll take out the stone and I'll just like be kind of like circling it like above his head with my.
You want to be like doing this?
Yeah.
He's like, please stop.
So we need someone with prestidigitation just so they can make it like float around someone's head.
Please stop.
Just pretend it's working.
Please.
Since we don't know how it actually works at all.
Please stop.
Just gonna
He's
put it
like,
back.
I think, yeah, I mean, when he's like, I think, maybe, if they still have someone as lizard, think they not interfere if we challenge those creatures. Perhaps we go direct, we fight, we say we not like what they do. He kind of shrugs.
Is there more lizard wizards?
He shakes his head.
That's good.
But there's
Yeah.
still a fair amount of the ones that do the poison in the blow darts.
He kind of
And the ones with those flails that seem to be magnetically attached to your head. Jigsaw.
Yeah.
Maybe it's my metal beak.
So I'm thinking maybe if we challenge for leadership, right? Then some of the guys at least would not take part in the fight, and maybe we have someone stand a bit behind or maybe sneaking around just to make sure if there's someone's up to something on their side to maybe warn us. What the
Yes,
guys
I
think?
can do that. I'm much better working from the shadows than I am in a straight up fight.
We can't go with him then. If someone were to come to the reef with strangers asking for new leadership, they would not be trusted.
No, he had it like, I not think. I not know. I cannot win myself too hard. It's like,
Are you
we
not
need
able
all of them.
to take on to try to supplant the leadership now? Now that the previous leader is
No.
dead?
Fighting, but
Oh, okay,
talking.
okay. He's like, maybe I convinced Lizard to be on my side. Maybe, at least. I think they not attack me till they know who's truly stronger. Us or weird creature. But think, have be or us fight if we want to take them down.
Yeah, I mean these odds are quite a bit better
But
than if us taking the whole camp.
is it a problem if we're there for your talking? Will they not like that? I assume so.
I don't know. They prefer just me, yes. But think too much danger.
So close, but not seen, maybe.
If possible.
So
Try, but we've had mixed results. On that.
He's like other option. Many lizards still sleep, still early. We not care what they think. We have battle over before many even wake.
Easier.
Once focusing dead, they not try resist. They know we more powerful.
I like that.
How do we get to the back of that with the whole group here to take on the frogs?
We swim. It will be slow, can't look at Nate, but it's not wild. Should be doable.
I just think it might be a little loud.
Done some swimming before.
They will think it's a big fish. Big metal fish.
Maybe I sneak ahead a little bit then.
Can I try? Oh no, if we do follow the expert, you have to be an expert, right? That makes sense.
Yeah.
No.
Yep. Yeah. We can't even do that at this level.
Yeah. Like,
and even if we could,
says,
it wouldn't
like,
be helpful.
Yeah,
all that
he's like,
much.
think, not need, be unnoticed long. Soon fight start. I do not think other lizard interfere once fight begin. Once they know we fight. Even they have no love for these creatures.
So.
I'm surprised. He says, Kushtak, that was the name of the one stuff, right? I surprised Kushtak even speak them. In not right way.
Alright. So we
I
enter
guess
here.
we could try, to sneak back the backside over here, and then we just all rush the main tent.
Yes.
Yeah.
Kill frogs.
Sounds good to me.
Crixel and I can maybe, if we can coordinate, we can come up along the back through the hole in the tent we made before, sandwich them between the front and the back.
Can try.
Give them no way to leave.
Yeah, maybe do that too. Yeah.
If
I am a fan of flanking.
Yes, but if they have guard, they will guard the river, no?
True.
Because that's where we left.
True.
But we can try.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume they would also guard the front. So
Did not consider front.
Bleed too much.
We make new entrance on the side. You will not expect.
Right,
Okay,
so
so
I
who wants
guess
to go west side?
I think Crixel and I at least are gonna try to. I'll be sneaking. He might be swimming along the.
Yeah, I mean, basically,
back.
like, I guess, like, put your token to where you want to, like, begin your assault from, right? I mean, there's enough, like, space and distance that you can choose to take, like, long ways around, right? To, like, get there from different angles.
I forget how long it takes to move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can actually turn that off, maybe, if people
I quite like it.
like-
You don't like it? Okay, so you two from the... I mean, Hazzy kind of seems to want to go from the front, like, you know, as, like, a more sort of direct approach.
Yeah.
So, like, maybe, like, try to get his way.
So I guess we go like here, right? There.
Yeah, so I think at this... Okay, but you're trying to... Okay, but so Johnny and Crixel, you're trying to basically what at the point where you're almost like wanting to begin, you're trying to get into the basically just run up to the front entrance of the tent you free down there.
Yeah, I think we already want to be there when they're like running up and like see through, or see over here through the hole.
Exactly.
Then,
Yeah.
So I guess those three are almost like waiting there probably for you to like climb up, right?
But
So,
I'm
Yeah.
planning to do that as well. I just don't want to go via the swim route.
okay, so
Like,
you
if I
want
can,
that's fine, that's
depending
fine.
on how guards are, like I'm sneaking
you
along
want
the
you want to
outside.
like sneak across the
the
outside.
base,
Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
at this point in the morning, like it's like basically like you can just do it. Like I'm like I'll like stuff check stuff, but like it's fine. But yeah, so you kind of they swim through there and you like kind of sneak through the back. Hazy and Nate all kind of wait at the front for like
Yeah.
you guys to get in position before they basically.
Plus,
just, like,
I need to
fucking
do the grapple,
leroy
Yeah.
grappling hook because there's no
Exactly.
chance that we're all gonna
Yeah.
climb up that otherwise.
So
it's looking at
the
Johnny.
three of us are not the climbers.
no, exactly.
Yeah,
So
pretty
yeah, I guess
decent,
like
actually.
while Hazy and Nate are waiting over there, you can try you can throw up the rope no problemo, and then I guess a few of you give me some athletic checks to see if you
Yeah,
can climb.
and
up
it is the same knotted rope as before. I haven't undone the rope, the knots.
Makes
So
sense. Yep.
Okie
I'll take a moment to say, like as we rise out of the water to Johnny, like, many barrels, no treasure. Very disappointing.
And are these public? I can't remember.
Oh
yeah, they are. They are because the results
You
will be
immediately know the
self-evident.
results.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's a 9.
Okay, you basically.
I do not make a lot of
you don't
progress.
fall. Yeah, we don't really climb up. You basically are unable to get footing. I mean, it just means it's
Okay.
taking you a little bit longer, right? It's not like fail.
Yeah.
Just like that like one action, that 2 seconds or whatever, right? Basically, you didn't manage to get up. It's not like you fail. You just didn't get a good foothold. So you can just keep trying. Like it's like it basically to see how long it takes you guys to climb up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one success. So then you get to climb 5 feet per 20 feet, so just 5 feet. I think I said it was like 15 feet here, right? That's what
I thought it was just 10, but
maybe 10. Yeah, okay. Do one more then. I think you're right. Actually, I think I did 2 last time, right?
Okay, wait, it's taken a little longer, so I guess I'll push you up.
oh my
Can you
Push
god.
him up. It does not help. Wait, were you trying to aid, Jacko? If you're trying to aid,
Yeah.
roll it. Because if you crit fail, then he crit will crit.
I
Yeah.
might crit fail.
So it's DC 20, huh? And you're trying for the crit. Okay. Oh, so you would succeed, but it still doesn't matter. So
But,
give me one
yeah.
more. So it's just taking you a few seconds, right? It's still not like you're taking minutes or anything. Yeah, exactly. Oh wait, no, it's actually DC 15, right? Maybe you'll help. You'll help me.
No, I think we read that because that's a standard rope. You decided to do a slightly lower DC for the knotted rope.
Sure. Did I do 10 before?
Oh, because it was like
Yeah.
against the hillside, no? Or like the weekend.
Oh, yeah, I think that's what we went through, right? Yeah, that makes more sense. Yeah, but rigging is like without anything. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, then that'll be fine. So you basically take, it's like a couple of rounds, like maybe 10 seconds or something, just like push your way up, so you can put yourself like up there.
I guess I'll go first because I'm less likely to set off alarms, right? Yeah, that makes sense. I'll try to go first.
Yeah, that would be a success then. So you just
Uno successo. And E.
no, you don't fall or anything, so you can just try again.
Let's see if I can get up.
Oh my god.
Nope.
God.
2 and 3. Okay, nice.
You're like stuck at 5 feet off the ground.
Come on, like I mean, we always think it's like so bad, but I mean, we actually had like it's still only been 6 seconds, like climbing 10 feet. It's not that bad or anything. It's good that
No.
it's good now. It's
No,
a little
no.
bit longer now. Now guys are starting.
Oh, you're
to
like-
watch a little
Yeah.
bit.
I'm like looking back. I'm like, Grixel, what are you doing?
Wishing I could fly. Hey.
Okay, the dream comes true. You quickly, hop up the rest of the.
Yeah.
Okay. It's
The old man Nate is watching the guys try to climb up with his
Oh,
you don't have
Johnny!
athletics.
Okay, Johnny, that's actually a crit success then. So I think you just straight up go up. Well, no, because you crit succeed, you get all the way up on your first roll.
Yeah, okay, I did.
Exactly.
Showing
Yeah,
us
you
young
know,
guns how it is.
like a flying fish.
So do it.
Okay, how old is Johnny?
Super young.
Yeah, very young.
Okay.
Very young.
Okay, I couldn't remember
18.
if he's
Yeah,
younger.
18.
Oh,
No, it's 18.
Jesus.
Yeah.
The fuck? Okay,
Super
never
young.
mind.
Okay, so yeah, so you maybe put yourself up that road, Johnny. I guess like you kind of have to be in like I don't know. Like, I guess.
I don't know.
Yeah, so never mind. You're showing the old geezers how it's done.
Hey, I'm in my early 20s, okay? It's
Yeah, you're early 20s. I'm 25. So
Nice.
yeah.
He's like a baby compared to that,
Exactly.
true.
Right, yeah. Has he kind of looked to you, Nate? He's like,
Young lad.
shall we just
Yeah.
run in?
Yeah, sure. The
Okay.
one that, if there's 2 of them, which one? The one left, the left one or the right one?
He thinks, left.
Yeah. Good.
Good, good. He's like, good. Okay, cool. Then I think what we'll do is we'll basically,
Roll initiative.
roll initiative here, and like you will basically like by default they won't act, but they like can't perceive you. But at least we'll see like you can kind of delay to go into whichever turn order you'd want to be in, kind of thing.
Yep.
Cool.
But of course, it matters for things like some of you can roll with stealth if you wish, and Nate and Hazi, if you want, you can actually choose to roll with athletics because they're basically like sprinting off into the camp. So that's like kind of how your initiative works. So on like your guide sheet, you can actually change from where it says like what you're using to roll for it, and you can like change it to other stuff.
Always sad when you roll below a 10 on an initiative.
Yeah, I mean,
Makes
Hazi's
it-
is the
makes it
same
sad.
anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But
Where the hell even is the
ooh,
initiative?
Hazi.
Oh, and as I roll for initiative, I can use my into the fray to draw my weapons.
Shit, what would I?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm assuming I've been up there for a couple rounds while the rest of you got up, so I'm assuming I have both mine drawn.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Oh, Johnny.
Almost out
Johnny's like just standing, looking around like, man.
He's
You
so close to
have
you.
to react to them getting
Oof,
hit
Nate.
and healing.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
the-
so
was
yeah,
was it all
flexing
here,
about
Ian?
climbing
Sorry,
so
or was
well.
it like
What's that?
like the hole that we made? Is it still there? And is it like where was
Yeah,
it?
but that was up here actually.
Oh, could I have started there, or was that too?
Yeah, you can
Nice.
start there. You can
It's
start
next
there
to
if you
where
want.
I am at. Yeah,
Is
'cause
it-
it's in
is-
this spot.
Is
It's
it
the
this
square.
one? Oh, okay, I can remember which one
It's the
this was.
square.
Okay, yeah, so from there, both you can get through. The third fight is like difficult terrain, so like kind of push your way in. Like, always like
Yep.
pull it out of the way, right? But after that, it's fine.
Okay.
Cool. But yeah, Nate and Hazi, you're like both, you're like basically with like like a sprinter's position, ready to like run up the hill into battle. So you can act at first.
Yeah.
Now's the time. Leroy Jenkins. Let's do it.
Can I
It was like having
sudden
a
touch if I
Yep.
don't see anyone?
Yep, you can. And then like if you don't end your movement next to somebody, it is wasted. But you can charge forward, assuming you will.
Yeah. Cool. So there's not this.
Whoa.
What did I do?
What did you do? Yeah, I'm gonna put on some combat music.
Is
What the
sudden
hell?
charge
How
is that better than any or like worse in any way than striding twice?
You can.
Yeah,
strike
it's
twice
worse.
and
No,
hit.
it's not worse in any way, for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
it's two
no
strikes and
downside.
attack.
Yeah, there's a
for
potential
that.
upside, but not like potential downside, right?
Yeah, exactly. It needs to be the first action you do on your turn. I think that's movement, but that's the
Mhm.
open thing. So you can do it like
Yeah.
you can move and then do it.
Gotcha.
So that's I guess go here with the first
Mhm.
stride. And here with the second.
Okay, cool. So I will put so like right where you are. It's kind of like you're not really. There's kind of like what's it
Flap.
like kind of the tent. Yeah, like flap exactly. So you're not
Yeah.
quite like in yet. So you could just like run through it part of a movement. Like you don't need to interact to lift it up or anything. But you're like still technically on the other side of it right now.
Yeah, then I'll do that, yeah.
Okay, so you'll
back
just
and left.
yep. So you'll like kind of run forward even further.
And this is when Nate finds out that they bricked the entrance. Just sort of straight into a
It's
wall.
like a Looney Tunes like entrance.
Yeah. I mean, with the second stride, right? You said that I can move through the flap.
Sorry, I thought you used up all your movement. Or
Yeah.
you mean it would be in the square, but you want to
Yeah.
aim just on like the other side of the flap? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So yeah,
but-
so you basically like just as your like last bit movement, you basically like just like
Yeah.
throw it aside as you run through. And yeah, I will reveal them. Obviously, the three outside can't see it yet, and neither can, but whatever. There's one over here. This one is awake and seems to be like kind of picking at some like kind of eating something, like some bit of like dried meat or something in his mouth. This one is still kind of like lying in like a pile of bugs over here.
Damn. The guy's just out of my reach. So sad.
So sad. But yeah,
One
they
good needs
immediately
help,
see you
right?
like run in and like.
Cat like flow.
What's the thing to do here? For me.
So you can either like choose a move, get into a good position, or
Yeah,
get
I mean,
ready. You can try and aid somehow. Recall knowledge.
Yeah, you could be cool
Mm.
knowledge.
Intimidate if you have intimidation.
Yeah, you could try intimidate as well. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I guess I can. I mean, do I need a special?
You might need to be trained in intimidation to do it, I think.
No, I
Demoralize?
don't
You're probably
think I
right.
am.
No, what else
That
could
has to do
you
with
do?
speaking
I
same
mean,
language.
recall knowledge is always
Yeah,
pretty
you, I
solid,
guess.
right? You can always see
Yeah.
if you know.
I mean, you also just could do third action stride and get right up
Yeah,
next to
you
it.
could like you could just step 5 feet closer, right? If you wanted to have slightly better movement positioning.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll just use stab then.
Yeah,
I mean,
so you,
yeah, I can stab the first 5 feet.
yeah.
Demoralize is
I mean,
untrained.
if you stride and you go to this square, then there's a flanking opportunity.
But you don't
Just
know
kidding.
them.
No.
But also, like he has reach, right? So it's quite good for him to be far away. But then when they run
Exactly.
at-
That's why.
run
No,
at you,
it totally makes
Yeah.
sense. I was
And then
joking.
when they run at you, you get to like get attack opportunity and stuff, right?
Plus, I can attack the sleeping one.
Cool. So yeah, you take a step forward, like properly into
Yeah.
the room of the tent. Yep. Cool.
Yeah,
Cool. Hazi is, he's like he wasn't expecting to be so quick. He drops into his stance, and
Yeah,
then
yes. Can
What's
he
that?
get that?
Oh yeah, crane stance. It is. There you go.
he can't.
Stance, baby.
So he can basically double move, but he only
There
has
is-
25 moves.
It's a no like snake stance.
No, there wasn't really anything like that. But I saw like cranes are kind of like water-based things, right? They live in the water, they fish
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So they got like that,
I think it's-
So yeah, he just runs up over here, but that's their turn. Like just dropping his senses. Okay, this one that was awake already and eating, yeah, like kind of notices you and immediately kind of like did he go grab? Yeah, you see, like they don't have their trident, like when the art out there, but they like actually seem to almost just like forget about it when they like see you like so close and just like I will say
They lick you.
no, these things are like actually capable fighters. I don't really imagine why they would ever choose a stride sort of step in a situation like this. The only thing. So yeah, it like steps forward to here, so it doesn't provoke your attack of opportunity, and then it tries to actually bite you with some fangs. They actually try to just like take a big old chomp out of your shoulder. Let me roll their attack. No, I should do the public. Fire as well. Oof. That's a hit. For 11 piercing damage.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like a fucking bad bite they hit you with.
That's nasty.
That's pretty fucking nasty. And then they go for a claw strike against you.
That looked like a hit.
That hits as well. How much HP you got? 8? Monka. But 6 slashing damage. Hey, you like run forward, but it's like brutally like animalistic. Like it's like you like running up and you're expecting to fight like a man, and instead you're fighting like a fucking like tiger, right? And like you're prepared for like sword swings and stuff, and you just come out and like take a bite out of you and like slash you with claws, and you just like weren't expecting how you were going to defend against it. That is its turn. Out here, you hear some pretty nasty like sound of like tearing flesh and stuff from inside.
Okay. So technically going through here, I mean it's gonna be. Oh god damn it! Do that to there.
Yeah, so it'd be an extra 5 feet, but it would so it should be 25.
So it'll be fine. I mean, I guess technically I would want to do like this just in case.
I think that's actually because that's 2 diagonals. That actually would be 30 feet total. So you couldn't actually do that movement.
No, because I'm doing it the same way. So it's 25 feet, 30 with the.
Oh, you have 30 feet movement. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure. Or half elf anyway. Yeah, so you kind of like dash in.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's something else, right? Yeah, you dash in, pull the tent fabric away, and yeah, you see like Nate, standing there, like basically blood pouring down him.
Yeah.
But you do get into position.
Okay. Yep, and then I will go for that's one. So I got 2 strikes. Ooh. Yeah, I'll do the rapier first because big DPS up front.
Big DPS up front, sure.
Come on, no! I'm gonna reroll.
Oh, I'm gonna also. I've got to give hero points. Nate, you ran in first. Bravely stood in the doorway. You can get a hero point. And out here's gonna be.
Thank you.
Of course, of course. Oh, no.
There we
Oh, good
go.
reroll
Ooh.
from the miss into the critical hit.
That's what we
Very
like.
nice, very nice.
Go. Yes.
Oh, baby.
Oh, for big
Okay,
damage.
okay.
29 damage, my god. So
Yep.
but they do stay standing.
Okay.
My god. That would have brought down a
like,
god.
yeah, I mean the victory
Yeah.
basically comes out the other side, right? Like it's that forceful, like
Yeah.
the strike. But they just like cry in pain. But they're still standing.
Yep. And then
And
the
we know
question
its
is, do I
name
follow it
now.
up with a second attack,
Oh
or
yeah, gone.
do I go for the trip? Both -4, but it'd set up everyone else against him.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for the trip on the second, which I don't know how to fucking do this.
The trip on the second? Yeah, you just do the athletics roll and it has -5.
-4.
And it says every
4 because I'm using a sickle, which is a
Oh, the agile.
agile
Cool,
weapon,
cool.
so
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
confusing.
-4. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, let's
and then
roll
it's
it.
simply a reflex
I guess
DC.
I could just do like second attack, and then do a circumstance -4, right?
Yeah, you can do it.
Technically.
Mhm.
Okay. And now, so it's a +3. Jesus, that's not great. Roll 15.
Oof, I'm afraid that it's not
Didn't
enough
think
though.
so.
These guys actually
Yeah.
looks to be quite reflex,
Yeah.
not one of their good attributes.
Yeah.
But okay, cool. That is your turn. Crixil.
These guys are not like hiding, right? So even through difficulty with stand flap, I can perceive
hear
them.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see them.
Okay, cool. So with my free stride from into the fray, I'll rush into the tents. I was planning to go for the sleeping one, but it would be nice to get this guy down. So yeah, I will rush him as well, triangle him. Yeah, and then in melee,
And that crit was fucking clutch.
these guys.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
It's a good chance these guys have like attackers opportunity is a problem. Wait, let me just quickly read this feat. You make a successful melee strike against enemy. Okay, first of all, I will try to strike him with my Tango Gale Blades. Basically, like try to rip into his chest. Target him. Strike.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful.
Nice. So for 4 only.
Damage. Okay.
Yeah, but now because of Sword and Pistol, I don't know if they have attack opportunities, but now because of my fast movement, I can like follow it up by just putting the barrels under his chin. I'll try to. No, it doesn't provoke because of I'll link the feats. It's quite a long one, but like it's the second part.
The second part? Oh, I like how that does the sword animation.
Yeah.
When you're successful. Oh, okay, yeah, then you strike. Yeah, doesn't do reactions. Cool.
So
Nice, yeah.
then I will try to do that. But before I like actually pull the trigger, I'll be like to the others, we should make this fast. The rooster is crowing, and then I'll pull the trigger with the large.
Oh
No.
Rip.
Not fast
That's
enough,
pretty
not
hard to
fast
hit,
enough.
but with +4. And
Yeah,
then
with the -5.
sneer death. I'll give it a shot. You know, just no negotiating with these feral beasts. No, okay.
Just check. You by default, you say you always use double barrels, right? On like the first attack. Or...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But could I have made like the last strike like a reloading strike?
You're gonna do that for free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then sure. Yeah, you'll be able to. Yeah, cool. So you put in one free bullet. This
So
still would provoke though, right?
Is this? Yeah, this will be a manipulation actually. Yeah, so I didn't think of that. But yeah.
Okay, but it doesn't have attack opportunity.
Oh, nice.
Wow, asshole.
What?
My heart.
Made us all think it the whole time.
You know?
No,
Okay, the other one, yeah, I mean, immediately wakes up, it's, literally like a fucking gun blast whenever you fucking
Yeah.
So, gets up, it's like, immediately like, well, sees what's happening, takes the first action to stand up. This actually would provoke from you, Nate, as it, like, tries to get to his feet, and this would
Keep
be
him
ready to
down.
reply. Yeah, you try to keep him down.
Oh, let me find. Yeah. Get the strike in.
Ah, yes, a solid hit as it tries to get to his feet. Not bad,
Whoa.
not bad. 10
Damage.
damage. Pretty solid, pretty
Oh,
solid.
yeah.
But it does manage to get up and yeah, sees Crixel, just saw him pointing gun at the other one and goes for let's see if Crixel is back in style. Goes for a bite. It takes a bite out of your wing.
Pixel
No, I
works.
just got that
Oh,
fixed.
but instead Oh wait, that's a critical hit.
It
I mean, it
is?
sort of says critical miss on the animation, but no, that's a critical hit. Yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Natural 18. Yeah. Hey, you don't know.
These guys are pretty fucking dank, right? Like,
Yeah, what type of attack was it, by the way?
16. It's pretty close. It's a bite.
yeah, but I only have 15. So.
Oh, you only have 15? Oh, that's
Oh,
so cool.
how do you have less HP than me?
It's a mage
I have
character,
plus
you
0.
Here we go again, man.
Oh, were you not at max?
Oh my
Pixel
God.
runs in. Very
Yeah.
courageous. How's it gonna immediately
Were you not
do
at
it?
max?
No, 15 is my max.
15 is the max.
But that's what I'm confused by. Is how do you have less HP than me?
I only have plus 1 con. Yeah.
I have plus 0 con.
Hmm.
Maybe
What's
Tengu's
your-
get
Oh, well, I mean, because you don't get
Tengu's only gets 6 HP from their ancestry. and you get
right.
8 from
But
yours.
again, it's oh, so okay, you should
You have
normally
one
you would
higher.
be 14,
Yeah,
but
and
it's
yours
one
is
higher
15.
because of the con, so it's 15.
Yeah.
Okay, I was like, how did you get an odd
Man,
number?
Tengu's fucking only have 6, man. Tengu's
Jesus, that's slow. Yeah.
Poor Tengus. Yeah, so, Crixel very courageously runs in. That was so courageous, though, Crixel. I'll
Yeah.
give you a point as well. You really, you always get crit. You're ready for death's bed.
And
You're very
yet-
heroic getting crit. Very heroic. Put it on
Crit skull.
Crit skull, indeed. And then they have one more action left. Yeah, they take a step towards you, Nate.
I like it better when I at least get the crit back, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Right, Johnny, your turn.
Okay. How stable are these tent flaps or tent like just thing? Is it possible
How
just kind of get underneath? At least have a look underneath?
I would say have a look. You could probably get a look underneath, just see what's happening in there.
Well, I measured and I can't get to the entrance in one action. So if I could
you can't?
look,
To here?
Oh, there's a hole there.
There's
so-
a hole in the tent here.
Yeah, that's where
There's
the
a
other two are
hole
running
in
into.
here? Never
Yeah,
mind.
that's where they cut it into. So this moving from
Worst.
moving
I
from
forgot about that.
this square inside is one square difficult terrain, but you can just do it. You kind of push.
I mean,
aside
I
the,
mostly at this point just kind of want to look in first. I mean, also-
Okay, sure.
also,
Yeah, this one.
I just go there and I can get in here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very busy in this
Again,
room. The furs
again.
flying everywhere. Boxes are being destroyed.
Yeah, you're the familiar,
Yeah.
like, as I die.
That and there's black feathers suddenly explode into the tent.
It's a shame I'm not.
Oh, bro.
Again.
Again. Nothing. Damn it.
You can't leave him for 1 minute.
For 1 minute.
Okay, yeah, you
Get a little bit of a heal there, friendo.
bit of
Look at
healing,
that.
yeah.
Ooh,
Okay,
that's
well,
yeah.
nice.
Come on, get
That's
that
almost
up.
max.
It's basically the HP, yeah. Basically.
That'll
max.
survive one more
It's my
crit.
turn.
Yeah, you go to you get wounded one. That's your turn. Yeah, Nate, your turn again. Yeah, now you're still standing now with 2 of these fuckers just in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
This one to be
can't
very
move
dead.
anywhere, right? Without.
No. I
okay.
mean, you could technically move back
Uh,
through.
I mean,
Ozzy, it would
you
just
could
not be-
you could step to here or here. I'll say these squares you can be inside from windows.
Stepping here,
Yeah,
flying
okay.
to the other thing, right?
Yeah, you could step flank here, step here, or yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then
But I actually
I'll-
think where you're at is one of the best spots because you're setting up primo flanking positions here and here for both enemies.
Yeah, okay, that's true.
Mia is playing chess, but George is playing checkers, but in a good way this time. Because of the position.
sure.
Yeah, never mind.
Then if it's in a good way, you just say it the other way around, Jack.
Didn't I? Yeah, I did.
Well,
No.
it's no use
you
trying
say
to play
he's not
chess
playing checkers,
when
but
all
he's
you have
playing
is
chess.
pawns.
No, but he's playing by the checkers rules is the thing.
Is he is?
Yeah,
Those
yeah.
are checkers rules?
Yeah,
I
like-
don't play with checkers.
Right, because it's Dole, you could leap over either
Yeah,
checker
Oh.
piece.
it's like a strategical
That's
position.
spot. Versus
Okay.
he moved, then he only has one.
Your lower
I got
level strategy knowledge is more
Sometimes simple
important
is
than us because
best.
we're too pro.
Yeah,
I'm just chess
exactly.
player.
Oh, that's
You,
it.
you
Yeah,
you have a
I-
hard
we
time
don't get- we
thinking in
don't get
50 IQ
checkers.
when you're always at
Yeah,
500
where do
IQ.
you want to go? Do you want to go anywhere? Do you want to stand still?
I'll try to attack the near that guy first.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
then
with that plan.
Yes.
See how that goes.
Chop his fucking head off. Roll that 20. Let's see it.
Oh, that was
Oh,
close.
Oh,
Okay.
it's a
close.
hit.
That is a hit.
Still hit.
Yeah.
should be good
Big
enough.
deeps. Big deeps.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's too
yeah.
bad.
Yes,
That is
13.
for sure good enough. Yeah, it.
Yeah,
hit
you love to see it.
full.
Pierce through. Hopefully, I'll avoid the
Yeah,
guy
yeah. It's
behind.
fun to just the force is taken off by going through a body, so
Yeah.
I can easily not get pinced.
And then after that, I can tap maybe here
Mm-hmm.
and try another attack on the other guy. Let's see how that goes. Should be good. Right.
Yeah, that is good. Even with the attack penalty, that is still good enough. And yeah,
Yeah.
you do another
Nicely
solid
done.
chunk of damage. And then
Yeah, no. Finish them off. Finish
Hazy.
them off. It. Whatever.
Whatever, it's them, who cares? Hazy, quickly steps forward. Yeah, can't get there flanking anyway. So they just step forward and do a quick flurry of blows. Oof. But it's
No,
not Hazy's
Hazy.
day,
It hasn't
That's-
been Hazy's day
Never
yet.
been Hazy's day. With the second attack though, it is a hit actually.
Nice.
For let's see the damage.
Now it's Hazy's day.
For 4 damage, man, it's Hazy's day.
Oof.
And then actually, I mean, it's also fine. He kind of sees it out here, is able to get around the other side if necessary. You know what? Why would you have agile attacks if you don't go for the -8? For the critical miss.
Wait, he had to step.
Oh,
Does
that's
he have a free
critical
step?
hit. No, but Flame Blades are 2 attacks for 1. These are mine.
Oh,
So, and
right.
actually rolls a nat 20 on the final strike. Look
Well,
at this
that
shit.
was a critical miss, I think.
Yeah, I know, right? It's really weird. It also said it when it was a thing on you. Like, it's auto-detecting the nat 20s and critical misses. It's fucking so
Interesting.
dumb. Yeah, so it does actually crit with the final strike for an extra 10. So, like, just, like, step forward, like, 3 very quick sort of, like, almost like karate chops, like, against the frog thing.
Did
Some
I
boy.
troll Hazy though with my movement?
What's that?
Did I troll Hazy with my movement though?
What do you mean?
He be able to move where I am?
Would he be able to move where you are? No, not stay there, no. Like, you only
Oh.
have, what do you mean? You only have, like, one person.
I
left,
think
right?
I think
Go
he
to
means
where you
like
are.
yeah, because now Nate moved there. Could Hazy as well have moved there if Nate hadn't?
Yeah.
But I mean,
Oh, he could have. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, then I trolled him. Okay.
It's
No,
fine. He
no,
crits
you're
him
good.
anyway.
Yeah.
He could. But
Plus, it wouldn't be a huge advantage of him going there versus
I mean,
you
you
staying
got
where
a
you
high
were.
for flanking, right? Like, it's not like
Yeah.
you fucking didn't do anything. You stood there. But okay, yeah. And I mean, now it's LTS turn. Yeah. It's quickly. Before this guy can also react. You pile
Exactly.
on him.
Sorry about the Skruxel. Since he's laying prone on the floor, I step over him.
watch the
And then,
bird.
yep. I come in with the rapier.
You just step into my space.
Yeah. You're flat-footed. You're laying down. You're prone.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can
15.
stay in pace. That's a scary precedence. I don't know, but
I mean, we do it with dead bodies, and what's the difference between
I
someone
just like
who's prone,
mechanically,
laid
right?
down?
You can always, I don't know, if you now say if you're prone, you can share spaces. I don't know. It gets
Right.
weird.
It's the difference is he couldn't stand in this space now. That's why I apologized when I stepped in.
Okay. I mean, this is something matter, but yeah, that's actually a hit thanks to the flat-footed.
Yep.
Thanks to the flanking.
Alrighty, here's the
So
damage.
thanks to the prone actually. Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And that is enough to bring them down. Easy.
Yes.
Easy.
Oh.
And then I will last action step off so that he can stand up. I'll set my
Yeah.
hand down.
Yeah,
Just be like
actually,
laying there for a little bit. Like,
I mean,
oh
actually,
me.
after such a short fight, you can even act out of. You should do.
Ooh.
So, and has he almost like quickly like he's like looks immediately like surprised almost like how it's like I mean cricket was it's like you I mean, when the rapier hit me, I do not think I was as soft as them yet. I didn't. But oh wait, that isn't how he talks. And he's like, I showed them 2 others, and he kind of like starts dragging the body to like the body to like the front of the tent, and he like say maybe stay hidden for now. I try to talk to them.
I'm just gonna crawl to the edge of the tent, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Like out of line of sight and everything. Yeah. It's like
Maybe we leave for through
Thinking
the
we have
back
enough-
exit.
you're like, whoa, this guy did
You were
it
never
himself."
here.
Oh, he gets all solo XP for the fight.
Thinking-
He's like
thinking I have enough- we have enough
uninjured.
time.
Sorry, what, Johnny?
I'm saying, think you have enough time for me to try to give you a little bit of first aid, Nate?
Yeah,
'Cause you look rough.
of course.
I mean,
Yeah.
because it takes like
But-
10 minutes. That's why I'm like,
Do I have any?
do we have 10 minutes?
Possibly. You can at
Yeah.
least
Yeah,
start.
we
if
don't
it
know,
gets
like,
rough,
how long it's
interrupt in the
gonna-
middle.
You don't know how long
Yeah.
it will take.
Okay.
Has to try to do. Yes, you start trying.
I'll
Yeah, I
take
mean,
Yeah.
I'll just describe what
go.
happens, and I'll tell. Yeah, sure.
Do I have any magical mud here with you? In the tent.
You always carry a little bit around, right, from home. So
Yeah.
you remember
Also, I
you
can
said for
I could
emergencies.
just pop it out very quickly. Over
Oh
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
grab
that's
a
a
little
good
bit one in again. Everyone outside sees like a hand and reach out, grab some mud, and like retreat in. Like, who's that in there? All right, but yeah, so it's kind of sad. 'Cause I don't get to do it all, and you don't get to hear what he says, so I don't have a single very inspiring speech for him to give to his fellow lizard folk. As it's all in
You still
Uruk-hai.
can.
Nah, I mean, I can say it in Uruk-hai, like, what was your goal? Oh,
Yeah.
He's like, "Wah."
Oh.
No, but like, basically, I mean, the perspective, I mean, the gaze shut, but there's immediately, like, I mean, still, a good maybe 10, 15 seconds, maybe a bit more since you're doing it, you like, because, it was so fucking fast, but you can hear, like, Hazi basically, like, shout for attention, you would imagine, like, kind of, like, call out, basically, to the camp. And, there's, like, I mean, there's a couple of minutes, where you're just, like, hearing, these noises back and forth. Most of it is Hazi. There's, like, obviously some voices back and forth, and, like, there's certainly, like, heated tone to a certain point, but there's no sounds of, like, factual fighting or anything like that. And, maybe I do, like, one check to see how bad Hazi is or how good it is. I don't know how I want it to end, but I can just, change it a little bit, like, or what level of it goes.
After a few minutes,
Ooh, okay.
the curiosity gets the better of me, and I'll, like, while he's giving the speech, I'll just, like, be going through barrels, see if there's anything
Yeah, sure.
more of interest than I saw earlier.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so you, sorry, so it actually seems not that long that Hazi has to, like, actually, keep talking or, like, do this conversation for. And, maybe basically after, like, 4 minutes, he, like, kind of, in a way, so, like, people outside might not see very well what's inside, he kind of quickly lifts it and, like, shuts the tent flap behind him as he kind of, like, makes his way back into the main tent. And he has, like, quite a, like, a pleased expression on his face as he comes back. And he's like, hey, well, easy to, I don't know, think my strength was greatest. Maybe help only see me, 2 dead of these, no blood on me. I tell them this is not what we should do. This is not point of lizard folk. We not come here to work for others, to attack who we not know, for no gain, only death. For now, I believe they think that true. Not sure what happened if they go back camp. Still, this will get worse. Still need stop. This Tao. He looks at you like this Tao. He nods like, that's it.
This car.
His guard. Yes. That is what it is in common. Yes. Not in Oaksy. He's like, but at least until our battle against them over, they not interfere. They think this potentially strong. He kind of looks like I say, not only me, not to say you exact, but they know other from village we attack also want change, want stop, want peace. He like
They will find
should-
this car?
he's like they will let him be fought.
Can cook my head over to yours.
He's still chief. We now challenger. They not fight chief until challenger fight. Until they seek victor.
No, it makes sense. It's at least they
Good
won't
work.
stand in our way.
They easier convince me sort. Me maybe speak more truth than they have, he said. So it's been a few, but after he's kind of had this conversation, enough time had passed after this, and the healing can have happened, Johnny, if you want.
Can I
basically.
figure out what the
while
fuck
he's
these things were, by the way, yet? Like,
I mean, you can roll another knowledge check if you wish.
You say you
Okay.
can roll the 10 minutes thing?
Yeah, you can do your healing check. Yeah.
it was society, right?
Yeah, secret society
The
check.
blood spilled in the area. Just
That's gonna go well for me.
No, you're not familiar. Like how you said
Yeah.
before, you were saying maybe like some sort of aquatic thing, like you've heard of similar kinds, like Ripley and stuff like that. But these seem slightly different. But you're not sure, like if it's just a variant or something new itself.
Ripley, Boggart, some
Some
bastardized
some
hybrid of the
weird-
two.
Exactly, something along those lines. Yeah, your medicine check fails. Crixil, yeah, you're looking for it. You don't find much else that is like rather than just like normal sort of like supplies that you would use like in a camp for long distances, like like your barrel of fresh water. There is actually some spirits like alcohol if you want to take that. There's like a couple of bottles, basically just like low grade alcohol, just basically like moonshine or like that kind of stuff. Like
Yeah, I'll hold up 2 bottles and one in each hand, and I'll say to the others, to celebrate.
You do have actually in a box that is much more well made than like what's it called? Than like any of the other
Containers that are
containers.
there.
Yeah, exactly, containers. Yeah, that have been littered around. And yeah, I mean, do you want to open this little box? It doesn't seem to be obvious. It just has kind of like a simple latch.
Yeah, like about to like pocket the box for like the box itself, but then I'm like, I guess I'll check.
You kind of notice there's like a rattle in it actually, if you like, pick it up.
Sure,
Yeah, and inside you see another stone, very similar to the one that you found upon what's it called, the body of the spellcaster. It's slightly different color. Like this one is like kind of like I mean they're like box, right? So they're almost like geode in how they look. This one is kind of like a bit more like kind of greeny gold. Like the other one kind of gold is and like a little bit of blue greeny tinge kind of in it. It's almost kind of like yeah, just like color affecting it all. Like this seems like very similar, like probably the same sort of materials made out of, but just naturally colored slightly differently. So you can basically just change the quantity of ones on your sheet from 1 to 2 if you wish.
Nice. Okay.
But yeah.
Ooh, I like they do have shinies.
Yeah, but yeah. Apart from that, as he is like, think you safe to leave now. Maybe not get too close to other lizard, but not think they attack you. But also stay near if you need. You can look to Nate. Bad wounds.
I'll be fine.
You will stay.
Like, you strong for old man.
Just like few scratches. Head wounds.
Yeah, like blood like pouring down. Like huge open gaping wounds. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna stop the music. But yeah, it seems like there is the camp is like kind of there's still like you hear still quite like a lot of conversation in like the Rooksy language out there, but none of it is all just like kind of like a hubbub of talking.
Okay.
I guess we should gather with the 4 of us.
Yeah, so
Yeah. Start
we're
heading
leaving for
back to the
front, or...
beach.
So you start packing back up, Potter. I'll be like, so we head back or what now?
I mean, I think we have a long-term plan, right? We need to go and kill the chief or depose him. But I think it's more important that we at least head back and provide an update to the town. Maybe resupply.
Yes.
And fasten you some form of metal fucking helmet, my friend.
Oh, no. Then my balance will be all off.
I'd rather it be your balance off than your head off. If you catch my drift.
I always had bird brains anyway.
Yeah,
How
my worry
much-
is that at some point very soon you will not have any brains.
How much time do we
Over.
even have? Considering that there might be a new party of lizards and other things coming to this village. in the
Right.
future.
I think again the fact that we have an ally in Hazi who's now in charge here, he can at least hold off sending more raiding parties directly from the camp. It would be if for some reason more of those creatures come and take control again. That is my concern. But otherwise, I think we have bought the town some time,
Yeah, that's
and we
true.
should use it to the best of our abilities.
Okay, then I guess we head back. And
Did you have this? Do you Sorry, I like it. Like, so you're doing it just before you, right? Like, Hazi isn't here. I'm guessing, right? He's like off, like talking with.
Yeah,
the orcs,
he's
or
he's
you-
doing chief things now.
Yeah,
or
yeah,
sub
chiefs
chief
and
or whatever it's
stuff.
called.
Sub chief. Cool. To checking.
I will look at the envelope and say, would have been nice to bring, Hazi. Curiosity. To have a... wait, sorry, the serpent folk, lizard folk, right? Lizard folk.
Lizard folk.
Yeah, to have lizard folk that doesn't want to kill you.
True, but I think it might be a little too soon. If you know,
yeah, also
Yes.
probably more
for
needed
a few reasons. One, town's reaction, but two, it's he's needed here to keep this place
Yeah.
under control.
agreed.
Not a good idea. Mark will bite his head off.
So what were you saying, Nate?
Yeah, I'm just agreeing with the fact that we should leave Hazi here in charge. Who knows what happens if we live with him and
Mhm.
what will happen here in the meantime.
Yeah, I think we plan to return fairly soon. It's more of resupply, update the town. Now we have numbers, correct? Like out of game. Hazi did give us some rough numbers for the primary town where the chief asshole is.
Yeah, I think it was like. I mean, like it's a town, right? So in terms of like like total people, there's like more. Like he would say like in
Right.
terms of like actual inhabitants, they're probably like 100 to 200, almost like a similar size Salt Reef, maybe
Mhm.
like it's, give or take a bit. But in terms of like like fighting age, like people who've basically been forced to go raiding, it would be in like the like the low dozens, like maybe like
Yeah.
20 to 30, something like that total, and like a force of at least 10 it was like here.
Right. So it's still definitely way too powerful for the town to take on head to head.
Yeah, if like you were gonna try, yeah, if it was like every capable fighter versus every capable fighter for sure, it wouldn't like fall for like
Yeah.
just we're gonna attack you wouldn't really work.
This may end up solidifying the plan of seeking some of the three captains' help.
Oh. Oh, I didn't think so. We just
Well,
proved
I'm
that
saying
we can.
if we go back and we say, hey, there's probably 15 to 20 plus able fighters of lizard folk, including apparently one who's so strong and powerful that he's kept control over a large group of lizard folk. We are in no position to take that on, not this party or the town in whole.
Well, not
Too many bros, yeah.
not straight on, but we cleared all these guys with
Yes. I think
With
we've
our
proven
brains?
that we are capable, and we might be able to do something similar. But I still think that if we inform them, what's her name? The kind of de facto leader of Salt Reef,
Shelby
Shelby.
Parch.
Yeah,
Shelby. I do think Shelby may be hesitant to just rely on us again. We can't leave the town undefended just in case. So
I think it would be a shame to bow to a free captain after we showed our worth.
Right.
But,
But maybe now that we have proven ourselves, we can get a more equitable deal, right? We've proven our worth.
hmm,
We're not going there as beggars alone now.
maybe. I guess the council
But,
would know best.
Yeah, I think Shelby and the elders will probably decide. But
Yeah, I mean,
I could see it that being something that they pursue.
we can present the numbers to Shelby, maybe
Yeah.
she'll know best.
And if we if we feel strongly that we can do the same thing there that we did here, like
Hmm.
we can make that argument, but I don't think it will be necessarily our call. Oh, sorry, bud. I just accidentally stepped on my dog.
Oh,
Sorry, buddy.
Okay, yeah. I guess Crixel just nods for now.
Mhm.
And start packing up.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like
Okay,
at some point,
so-
has he like kind of like comes in as like the sound effects like, you leave. What plan now?
To
Yeah,
start, we're
well-
going to head back to our hometown, resupply, just give them the update of what's happened here, and that maybe there are potential allies within your people. That not all of them are bloodthirsty and seeking to destroy the town and its inhabitants.
And he's like, makes sense, but also time important. Like me
Yes.
stay here. He kind of thinks, not surprised. Few days, few more from town come here. Maybe
Can you hold them off?
You guys think-
As you'll be the leader, can you not or push back against their desires to
I
raid?
see. First, if I can convince that he only sent them to death, that they stay here, and that we should fight back against him. But he kind of like thinks normally people come back here to town, recover, share news of raid. Like if no go back, eventually he knows something wrong. If he come here himself to see what matter, and he kind of shakes head, will not be able to stop Turntide.
Do you
Ooh.
know? Do
Not
you have
that one.
any idea how long before another party might come here?
Kind of shrugs and he's like, last party come. He thinks like maybe 3 day go. They come. He kind of thinks like now lot raid, 1 to 2 week between.
I have an idea, and I'd like your thoughts on it, Hazi, as you know your chieftain better than all of us combined. Is there anyone amongst the lizard folk here that you consider both trustworthy and a friend? But also, it wouldn't be too bad if maybe they were pretty good at lying. Like I have a bit of a smirk.
Yeah. He kind of looks at you. He's like, maybe think could trust with some, but not sure what. What do you think? What you think?
What if we do send someone back to make that report, and that the town has reached some form of an agreement with the free captain, and that there is no way they can take us on? Try to put into his mind that we are more powerful than he thought, and that maybe they have to find a new target, something else that they can do that holds off the chance maybe, but that he continues pushing more. Puts maybe the fear of God into him a little bit.
If he is not expecting lie, could be very smart.
He kind of nods. He's like, may work. Also, short term work, but long term, he kind of like puts his fist on one of the broken barrels. Like, you want take town back, not him in charge
Yes.
more.
Of course. But if we can get him second guessing, or even say that that they're wanting to parlay or something in 2 weeks' time, and then we attack a week from now, or whatever, right? We set the timeline.
But what we say here, what is timeline?
And that's when out of game I got to go back to the map and figure out travel times between
Yeah,
places
for
because I have
sure,
no
for
idea.
Sure, for sure.
It was like
I
3
can-
days.
I can tell you, yeah. So basically, the journey from Old Salt Reef to Lizard Camp when you saw it from the first time was 5 days. 5 days,
Mhm.
yeah. But you
Is
were
it a little bit
slightly.
faster now that we're not having to like stick
Yeah,
along?
it's a little bit
search.
faster when you can go direct. Like you were going pretty, like you weren't really doing any like exploration on the way, but you were kind of basing it
Right.
first. But the 2 days tracking, like when you got to land, that for sure is faster. So basically that'll be half speed, so you can do it in 4 days instead of 5. Like 3 days sailing, but only 1 day on land as opposed
Yeah.
to 2 days on land.
And
So
then
it
how
takes-
far from here to the chieftain's town?
Yeah, exactly. Like, there was a map which I said, you saw before. I think you actually grabbed it, right, Crystal,
We did.
when you first got it. Yeah, the map that basically had them up in town was. It's actually a bit further, like, oh no, it's not a bit further than the total journey, but it's a bit further than you went on land. So down, like, basically following the river, it basically goes for another 4 days. So basically the same amount of time. So the total would be like.
And is there a way to get there via a boat, or would it all have to be travel via land?
No, if you went further up, like, what's it called?
The coastline?
Up the coastline, it would be quite far round. So it would end up being like, I guess it wouldn't actually be longer, but you would. Oh yeah, but we was actually the same speed, right? So like it would be a little bit longer than like actually going in here. But the advantage is you could do it with one boat, right? You wouldn't have to carry a boat overland, kind of thing. They didn't care about that, but they like had a dock on each side basically. But like if you wanted to take one boat the whole way, you could do that. But like it would be possible.
Okay.
And then the total journey, I guess, would be a bit longer, but you have to go around a bit.
In 8
So it
days,
would be
yeah.
like, I'm gonna say
Or
maybe
9
like-
days.
Yeah, exactly.
10
Maybe it'd
days
be like
for
10
the
or something
full
like
boating.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
At minimum, we're looking at 8 days travel. So 4 days back, probably a day there, and then 8 days to get there. So, well, 8 to get there. So, like, we're looking at
2 weeks,
probably a
basically.
minimum of 2 weeks realistically, like of any form of timeline, and that's just for probably us and maybe 1 or 2 other guys from the town if they were to lend that support.
Mhm.
Hmm.
How far is the Lizardman town? From
Yeah,
here?
so
4 more days from here.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, by boat.
Well, by ground from here. But yeah. Right?
But no, you can go by like it's upriver basically into town.
Oh.
Wait, but I thought the
Would a
river
boat fit in
went
the river?
downstream. No?
Yeah. We'd be going upstream.
Yeah, you can still bow upstream, right?
Right.
Oh,
God,
I
that would
guess.
suck. 4 days of rowing upstream.
Yeah. But you could. But
I
no,
prefer
it
to
would
walk.
be like no, I think whatever. I mean, basically you could walk. I mean, the reason rowboats literally go at normal speed, right? So like you could walk along the river bank at the same speed that you could row it. Technically, like
Sure.
the cover is it's like at a certain point, like it basically becomes like this is like the bit where it's actually starting to be like more strong, like the river. But it like like the land when you get north becomes like more marshy and more flat, and it's more like easy to make distance.
Mhm.
But it also gets like slightly harder for people who aren't used to like the terrain. If you like walk on land, it's even further north because it's like kind of marshy. And there's more like patches of
The
swamp
land becomes shittier and shittier.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, Hazzy's like, you think you wouldn't make a tap on town in that time? Maybe.
So I think we need to give a slightly higher estimate in case, the leader of our town seems to have some form of connections with some free captains. So there might be potential of actually getting some help there and having some overwhelming power to come in. But that would take even more time. So
We
we have
won't
to
need
judge.
He
2
thinks
weeks to get back here, right? We
Not-
won't
not
get
here,
to
no, that-
these down, but at least we can
Yeah.
put to rest things here if we need
True.
to.
That would be again probably 9 days, 10 days, and we could be back here.
He kind of thinks Hazzy's like
The full update.
Other option. Make one person here go back, tell truth. I took over this camp, kill them. Maybe he come in person, and then we have ambush on road.
That is something we do like to do.
He found he wasn't there for this. He's like,
Yeah.
okay.
So how
That
long
is-
would that take?
So again, it'd be 4 days to travel there to give the news,
Yeah.
a minimum of 4 days to travel back. So 8 days. That's the same as us going to town and then back.
Yeah,
So we can meet here roughly the same time. But if you could delay a day or two to send that message,
Yeah.
Yes, you wait.
Then it gives us a little bit of a head start that we can bring Aros and maybe some more support to help ambush.
Mm-hmm. We set up trap here for him and whoever he bring.
Yes, I like this plan.
Maybe Ben will grow some balls.
He had plenty.
Ben.
He was just needed back at town.
oh,
Who's Ben?
oh, I was.
A friend of ours from town.
I forget I
No
was asleep for
balls.
that.
Unlucky. Big fight takeoff.
Very unfortunate. Don't mention it to him.
Bad accident happen anyone.
But no,
Tragic.
I think
Tragic.
that's a good plan, Hazzy.
He nods. Like I think.
I think the sooner that we get going back to town, the sooner we can make this a reality.
He nod. Like me. Okay. We send someone to camp 2 days from now. Kind of like, that work for you.
Yes, I think that should be good.
Okay. He he
Good luck,
nods.
Hazzy.
He like
Be
looks very serious. Good
careful.
luck. You hope to see you again.
I'll kind of like uncover
days.
like the 2 ion stones I have and be like, do you need these? I don't want to steal.
What they do. Not see you before ever in town. Only notice them when Caster,
Oh.
when he what's his name? Kustak here. When he
I'm sure we can find
what's
out.
it, he got given it by those things. Kind of points at the bodies.
Not sure. I think this one might be broken, but maybe I can fix.
You fix.
We can find out in town and at least let you know when to come back.
Yeah, like softly cooing. I'll just put them back in my bag.
Cool. Okay, yeah. So you start packing up and I guess making it down the coastline to seek your way home. Yeah, so you do that like quick walk basically down there and yeah. So yeah, as you begin I guess maybe you want to do some more healing before you probably leave the town. I'm guessing, Nate.
Yeah,
Or do you
let's
wanna
try
leave?
one more time, please.
Try it one more time, mate. It's been an hour of like at least of like discussing with Hazzy and packing up and stuff.
Johnny.
Johnny boy.
Almost.
Sorry, what?
Almost. I
Sorry,
think they
what?
want another shot on Nate before you leave to make the journey home.
Worst of
Some more
I mean,
mud
we
on my
can.
face.
Yeah, we have so much time.
Oh, beautiful.
Look
mud.
at that.
Yeah.
So close to the good success. So close.
Magical. I have a magical +1.
Magical first one. Guidance.
Being-
You can guidance
being
yourself.
Johnny.
No.
6. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Like a lot.
Ah.
A little bit more. A
Little
little bit more, and
bit.
you'll be like new. Okay, maybe a little bit.
Yeah, we had a few attempts at this. I think. Like.
Yeah, I mean, you have as long as you want to spend on the day, right? Like maybe it depends.
Yeah.
on time
I mean,
you
we
wanna
could do it again. Like
Um,
we'll start traveling and then we
Yeah,
stop for like
yeah.
a lunch
Yeah,
or
yeah.
something.
I mean, it's a few days we'll sleep and
True. But there's a chance of something happening on the road.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
dangerous
of
road,
course.
you know.
yeah.
So, decide how many you will do before leaving town, and then somebody can give me the random encounter rule adjusted for how long we
Yeah.
travel for, and just if I decide I want a random encounter.
So how long are we staying? How many?
Do we
trips?
level up?
You know what? I mean, because I basically think like the only thing that will happen this session more is like
Oh my god.
The
maybe a
conversation.
random encounter or a couple, and then the teleportation town. So I think like there was something I was planning. If you went this way, then it would be convenient if you level 2 for it. But in this case, I think we'll do it after the session.
Okay. I was thinking just for
I'll
the
save us some time.
purposes of potential random encounters.
medicine check sucks. Nah, it doesn't matter. I haven't got any pre-plans. So
I
have
think
like
that
one
is
potentially,
DA
but-
damage.
D8 damage. Yeah, you deal D8 damage to Nate.
You just swallow some of the mud.
So if you roll an 8,
Yeah,
he goes
a
down.
little bit of mud went into the bloodstream.
Oh man.
It's not supposed to be in. It's supposed to be out. You know.
Suppose.
This land is. We need to go closer to the water.
Okay. You want to
That's
travel on a
better.
bit before doing it. Okay, then don't roll like a nat 20 for the encounter. Then it's right outside the door basically. Yeah, somebody just roll me a nat 20 to see.
Who wants to roll it?
Who rolled it last time?
I'm
think
gonna roll a
everyone
d4 to see which one of us rolls the d20.
Okay.
My
Well-
God.
It's
Okay.
Jacko.
Jacko rolls a d20.
Sorry for killing us all.
You know, obviously, but then high walls.
I mean, it'll mostly be yourself, so it's fine. Or
I think
Okay,
four's
okay,
good.
okay, 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 okay. Mm. Yeah, so at least, yeah, so basically at the end of the first night, you make your way. Oh, I mean, it's, you know, it's not quite morning now, so I mean, it is, you know, a bit later on the day, you know, just a couple of hours after sunset. So well, you mean you almost get a 4-day travel then. And I say, yes, it was 2 days here when you're following tracks. So technically, if you wanted to basically do a long fucking day, like I'm not going to say you're fatigued or anything, but, you know, just naturally, it's a long ass day. You can basically make your way to, you know, basically where the docked ships were, right, to the lizard folk. You remember, like down by the coastline.
Mm-hmm. The
So
shitty
if
period, yeah,
everyone's
sure.
happy to push on a little bit longer than they normally would, you can make it to
I'm
that.
fine with that.
Mhm.
It goes up to our injured
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know about the rest of you. I'm fine.
are we healing on the way and stuff
We
like
took
that?
some
Yeah,
damage
if you
from
want to,
both
maybe at
ships,
lunchtime and maybe sometime in the
Mhm.
afternoon, you could have chosen to, like,
Yeah.
you know, had a.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
take 10.
Let's
take
try
it back,
again.
exactly,
Try
exactly.
to roll.
And break out the dried meats and
But look at that.
the mud.
Yeah.
Apparently,
You try meats,
Those
you mean
go
the
together
fish.
well.
Oh yeah. Feels better. Didn't get any in my mouth this time.
No, and then like another one a little bit later, I guess.
Oof,
God.
Jesus.
No, it's like just, you know,
Try to
it's
poison
like
me again.
every like too often doesn't work. Every other attempt is so much
Yeah.
stronger. You take longer
Okay,
breaks
cool.
between them.
This is a cool thing. Okay, yeah, I mean, do you want to do any more checks or?
I think like if we're gonna
I mean-
go to bed like anytime
Mhm.
soon, I think I'll just expend my remaining spell slots and just do a heal to action heal, like, you know, further.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, I mean, you basically, you know, it's started. It's already gone quite dark by the time you get to, you know, the end point for the day. You basically judged.
So or better said, like once we like settle down, basically right before sleep, I would do another 10 minutes. I guess. Attempt. Okay.
That's a success.
For this
But everyone's
much.
focusing on it just so you can like, keep track of
Still hurt.
people's HP and stuff when you're.
Yeah, but it's almost full. So
Okay, then
have
I'll
a
you know
rest.
what, you know what, I'll still like, why not? We're just
I
gonna do
mean,
this.
You could do
This,
everybody one.
yeah.
I guess. 'Cause Quixel's also
healing.
roll, right?
Yeah. Quicksilver
Oh my
was-
god.
So both you heal for one. Should have done the two action.
Ooh. It looks so cool, though.
Should have done the 2 action heal. But even more valiant, even less.
Man,
valiant.
that was
Oh, you do
a
two of
nice
them though.
animations.
Ah,
No, I'm
okay.
just going for the
Oh,
animation.
okay.
Ah.
I only had one spell slot left.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, so you, yeah, and you know, it's quite a nice evening for you, Johnny, but you manage, you know, even though it was kind of late when you got it, you push on and manage to get some sleep, like, you know, right on the coastline, you know, just kind of like just early
Which
out a bit.
is best
So
thing
it's,
ever.
exactly, a nice,
Nothing better.
Do you actually like sleep in the water or?
Basically, yeah.
that's
yeah.
when the shark gets. But, okay, no, yeah, you, and then the next morning, I assume you can all give yourselves a night's rest. It is, no problemo. You should be
Yeah,
wounded
for
anymore,
help.
right, Jacko? It should have gone away.
I haven't healed. Oh no, I've been 3 wounded. Yeah.
Yeah. What else did we do? Okay, and yeah, you start the boat journey down the 3-day ride, but actually a couple of things happen along the way. That's why not?
Nani?
Why not? But the first one encounters when you're on the boat during the first day on the water. So let me put you on a map. Did I prepare a map? I'm sure I prepare maps all the time, right? Yeah. Look at this map. You don't see anything,
No
right?
vision.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry
no.
about it. You'll get vision in a second.
You know what? I still decide to worry.
You have this little boat, right? Wait, at one
So-
point somebody was in the water, right? Or
Yeah, I think
was
usually
somebody
me,
in the water?
and then sometimes Johnny taps in. It's like
Yeah, and it's weird
Uh,
because, man, it's really weird because it's like boats and vehicles are really weird in how they work in like sizes. was like, it's like technically right. The space like a robo takes up is 10 feet long and 5 feet wide, but you can have 3 people in it. So it's like, well, that doesn't make sense. So it does 2 characters, make up a boat shape. How can you have 3 people in it?
They're all squeezing.
Ooh, very
Oh,
Caribbean.
Maybe someone's prone, lying on the ground.
Man. Oh, wait, how do I wait? Okay, and Johnny. So who decide between you which one to use in the boat?
I
Tiny little
think.
boat.
Well, let's roll a
I'll make the boat.
d4 and then 1, 2, 3. It's me, 4 Johnny.
Maybe I'll make
Sure.
the boat a little bit bigger.
Pixel the swimmer.
Whatever. Boats are in this order. My boats are this big, even though that's too long. It just makes more sense. That looks more realistic based on how big tokens are. Hey, why are you behind the boat? There you go. Now you're
You just pasted the one on top.
But it's like, there we go.
Wait for me, you don't need to.
Still, yeah.
Get on top of the boat, guys. How do I send? Is there a way to like send it to back?
How much
Let's
damage
go.
do you take if you're run
Send
over
the
by
boat.
a robot?
Oh man, is there a way to like send stuff to the back? I forget how you do this. There's a way to like kind of like reorder. Get how you do it. You can choose which order they are.
There's a token height, but
There's like a maybe just like token like vision. No, I don't care about vision. What? Cycle token stack. That's it. Cycle token stack. Read. This is
I think I'm on top
a
now.
package or a feature.
I'm on top now.
Oh, you're on top now? Okay, okay.
not for me.
Only I can ride in the boat.
I'm on top of this.
Using the
stealthy.
tab key. The tab key.
Oh.
How does that do it? Oh, yeah. Wait, no, that doesn't do it. That's really weird.
For me, just senders.
You guys are hiding under the boat while
You're
I
all
row,
on the
right?
boat. Don't worry about it. You're all hiding. Okay, who's in the water?
Pixel.
I am. But I think. Oh, yeah, that's fine.
Pixel? Pixel's in the water. And you be on the fucking boat. Oh my god, why are you. Where's. I don't see out there. Which square are you in?
This right here.
Oh, you were sharing a square with Nate. No, get down.
Well, I can't see Nate because he's under the boat for me. I'm on top of the boat.
How do I make the boat go to... Wait, can I make
Me
the boat...
only I'm on top.
Can I make the boat a tile instead? Maybe that's the thing I can do.
There's
Maybe I
no
can
object
actually
there.
make the appearance... Token opacity. Wait, well, I mean, that's 0. That's too much. But maybe...
A little too low.
What disappeared underneath our feet?
Oh, look at that, though. Perfect.
We have Wonder Woman's
Yeah,
boat.
It's the ghost boat. Woo!
The ghost boat.
The ghost pirate ship. Okay,
Ghost boat.
everybody roll me initiative. I just wanted
Uh-oh.
another fight, you can't have
Oh my.
You can't have
I'm
a
assuming
fight
perception
session.
now is the only option.
Yes, perception is the only option here.
Could we have been doing downtime
Wait,
activities?
I'm
we can
swimming.
do
Can I roll with
exploration
athletics?
activities for sure.
Oh, yeah,
No,
sure.
this is
It
still you
says.
noticing. This is still something you noticing, Jacko.
Okay.
So I guess is it Scout is the one that gives you the +1?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I'm using.
No active encounter for us to roll.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, there you.
Wait a second. How do you
I'm
get
sorry,
the?
I'm sorry. How do I get the what?
What is this?
Oh, Pixel. Uh-oh. And you're the one in the water. Uh-oh.
The
The
tab thingy that lets you choose these activities onto your tab. How do you do it again?
Onto your tab. How do you
But it
find
gets
these
it on like the
activities?
macro tab.
You drag
Huh?
it down from the compendium pack, and then in there you go to item, overarching setting, and then PF2E excavation effects, and you drag them.
Item.
Auto. Yeah, I should. I'm never adding the scout modifier though.
You're not. It should be doing it automatically.
Yep, I mean it says roll +6, 1 plus from wisdom and +5 from expert in proficiency and
You can
perception.
add a custom modifier.
Yeah, I know, but if you're saying it should automatically add it.
Yeah, I mean, it automatically did it for Altair, which is weird. Wait, press it now? I just want to see.
Press what now?
No, it's okay. That's weird. Why is your pack not giving it? But
Oh, I manually added it.
oh, you managed it. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It's not automatic. That's what it was. Okay, but you can
It did
just.
not
I'll just
automatically
update
work.
yours to 15. Okay, let's see which one of you notice a shape swimming in the water first.
I mean, Crixel's right there.
Yeah, it's not Crixel. Let me see. Well, it's
What else?
initiative.
What else could
It's
there be?
whatever's eating Crixel right now.
What else could there be? What else could there be? I mean, it's not too close.
I mean,
right now.
will there even be a Crixel soon? That's the
I
question.
mean, that is the question. At least, how did you want it to be better to see, right? So it's okay.
In the burning boat.
Really,
Oh,
if
Jesus
you
Christ.
fall unconscious while in water, should be
It's not always a great
good for
situation for
you.
you. It's
Yeah.
not always a great situation for sure. Okay. Yeah. So, at least at the beginning, nobody notices that anything is wrong, and then we see if any of you notice that potentially something sneaks through the water.
Sneaky.
So stealth check. Okay, nobody notices shit, of course.
That's there.
That's expected.
No, it's there.
Nobody notices shit, of course. Another little stealth.
Wait, that's looks
Okay,
pretty
so
close.
at this point, nobody has managed to see the shape silently swimming
Still
through
there.
the water.
What,
But
that's not
as
cover.
yeah, but it water fights concealment. You can use concealment for sneaking. Right.
Oh, shit.
That's right, though, right? I'm not actually cheating.
I don't know.
Pretty sure water
I have no idea.
gives you concealed credit combat.
It's probably, but that looks very clear water. You know, it's very light
Yeah, I
blue.
mean, that's why it had to do stealth checks, you know? That's why it had to do stealth checks. But, you know, when it gets here, I mean, when it gets this close, I'm not going to say, like, you didn't notice it get close, but basically when it gets here, it is visible. Like, you know, even if it's technically stealth to get here, but you're right, like, the water it isn't, you know, proper cover. I'm actually checking, not sure if actually water... I'm, like, trying to read the rules for credit combat, because I think that might come in useful.
Yeah, that'd be something.
If we had leveled up, I would have had
Just
like
kept
the underwater marauder feats. Shit.
Oh, so it's going to make so much sense if you get it now, Jacko.
yeah. This is
Oh,
if I survive this.
Here we
I
go.
have it already.
Oh.
Nice.
Actually, no, wait a second. You're in the water, right, Jacko? You're, like, properly swimming, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then it actually says that you might judge your character in the water is concealing someone out of it, but you're in the water, so I guess you would not be concealed. So then, you know, I'm going to say it's still trying to stealth, because, you know, there's also the boat you're trying to be stealthy from, but before you can react and you notice, you do have a sharkish looking thing, like, swimming through the water towards you. But this is quite an unusual looking shark. You see, it almost seems to, like, become part of the water, like, kind of at the back end of the fin, so you kind of see in the picture, it almost, like, kind of becomes one with it.
Huh.
But
Mhm.
I will put on some combat music. Because maybe that'll be.
And I put it in the chat. Don't worry about it.
And I think even if I have a swim speed, I think I still am flat-footed.
No, the aquatic combat says you're flat-footed unless you have a swim speed. It specifically says that in the
cool.
aquatic combat rules. So don't worry about it. You are perfectly fine in it. So
Big
maybe
17 AC,
a little
baby.
bit. Cool. Is there any of these sound like water-based combat? They don't. What the fuck?
Just put through a filter.
Oh, hello,
but-
wait. That sounds realistic for a Quixel.
What
Holy
was-
shit. Okay, yeah, so it's like stealthily swimming through, so no one on the boat notices it, but Crixel, you do see it, and like, you basically get right next to you, and then it tries to take a big bite out of you with its big old honking jaws. You
Looking
still
for his critical
be
hits.
barely injured? You've had a
I think
nice first
so.
fight?
Yeah, but it only regains me 1.
What meanie did heal you up again in the morning?
Wait, did I heal?
Connie,
No, I
he's
guess
the
I
only one who can
didn't do the long rest thing after the last heal, so I guess I will.
Okay, cool. Oh, uninjured me then.
Mhm.
One.
Why when I hover over like either
Yeah,
Altair
they're
or
too
At the
close.
boat.
it's pristine.
That's the boat you're seeing.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you press tab a few. Hmm?
that's so weird. Tab does
Yeah,
nothing.
I'll make the boat be like some weird shit which you can't see it or something in the future. I don't know. I'll figure out a better way to do it.
Don't worry, I'll just
Okay.
manually draw the boat. You know,
Oh,
roll 20
perfect.
style.
Oh
That'll
no!
always
Oh
work.
no!
Right, anyway, the jaws. The jaws.
Look like
Hit
a
by
kid.
9. Not the crit. It's good singing off that footage, you know what I mean?
Beautiful.
But actually, I'm seeing the damage numbers. Okay, min damage, so that's 8 damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's its
Min-
turn.
All right. Can I
Nate.
like as I'm like wave dashing across the waves and just got like like a jaws full of feathers spitting out of me. I was like ah, be like shark.
Yeah, you guys in the boat.
Yeah.
I mean, you see now the shark basically, like, was the Crixel, I'm guessing, yeah, you're like kind of up and down in the water, right? So like the shark basically, surface for a bit to take like a bite, and yeah, you can see it clearly.
Can I, as an action, row the boat a bit?
Yeah, so
towards,
now, now
towards
we're getting
Crick?
into how boat combat works. The classic saying. Yeah, you
The thing
can
you didn't want to
indeed-
do for this.
Nah, I mean, this is a small one. I'm not going to get super into it, but yeah, you could do the drive action, which is a one action thing. You do a piloting check, and on a success, you move up to your speed or the speed of the boat. And there's specific rules about how fast corners and stuff you can do it well. I think.
About the boat, there's like only place for 3 people on it, so right?
Yes. Like, I mean, yeah. Like,
Can we temporarily get Cricks on it, just to,
can you
or
temporarily
not?
on it? Like, you would be find it like really almost like impossible to fight. Like, like with him on it. Like in a way that like it's just not like big enough to really support people like doing stuff like that. I'll say like there's no reason why like you couldn't technically like have someone at least like holding onto the sides on it. But I mean, raw, you can't really just have someone on it. Let me think. What's a good way to rule it?
Oh yeah, and
But
I
remember,
guess
like technically, it's not this big. It's even like just as big as like 2 of you down. Like it's only 2 squares, like 10 feet by 5 feet, like in a little rectangle than that, right? So the fact is, like, really, like, I'm like, it's even generous to say like 3 people could fight on it, like 3 people can like row on it, like and be on it. But like, and I'll say like if you were just like if Crix was literally like in somebody's square, then like obviously that'd be fine. But in a combat situation, it's not really possible, no.
and I imagine I also have my boarding pie sheeted if you're
Yeah, I think so. But you're rowing, and of course, if you want
yeah,
to keep rowing, then you will need to like row first and then draw it if you want to.
yeah. So
But
I'll
yeah,
try
if you
to
want,
pilot the boat
yeah,
first.
you can either do an athletics check or a sailing law check to try to pilot the boat.
Athletics should be better,
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah, is it public or yeah?
It's gonna be public.
Nice.
Oh, okay, you crit success your piloting check. Amazing. See if anything special actually happens on a crit success.
Master Sailor.
Master sailor, indeed.
Can I don't know, hit a
You can
shark in the boat or something?
No, that's a specific action. You can't do that, but I'm afraid that's 3 actions to do that. And I assumed you just wanted to use one action to like try to move it. Right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but you can basically move the boat up to 20 feet, and obviously anyone in it if you want. So,
yeah.
where
I
do you want
guess
to
if we move, I don't know. I mean, we don't have to move far. I just wanna try to hit the.
Okay, let's say.
I mean, is the shark on the water, or can I?
Right now it's like basically in just like it's like technically like 1 square like below you because you're like in a boat, right? You're like just above the level water, but it's in like the top level water. It's like basically level with you, like right now. You want to be like that? Okay, cool. Yeah, let me how about
Yeah.
like this? Like you want to be closer, right?
Honestly, I want to be. We should just move next to the shark, so everyone can attack the shark, I guess.
Okay, yes, you just like kind of okay. You pull the boat like,
Yeah.
just right next to it.
Fucking drive by on
Yeah.
the shark.
You drive by the shark.
Yeah.
Sure. You're like, you know what, on my watch. Yeah. So yeah, you drive by. That's one action for you to like, like quickly, turn direction a little bit and
Yeah.
get next to the shark.
And then I'll draw my weapon
Mm-hmm.
and honestly, I can I can try to show it away with my boarding pike. That's not. I mean, are there any mechanics changes? I mean,
Let me check.
water has a higher resistance, and
Yeah.
I
Let
don't
me
know.
check. Let me check.
Honestly,
You take a -2 penalty to collision slashing. As the intuition, some ground-based actions might not work underwater. No, I don't see why not you better shove it away. Because like also like even though it's more friction from water, it's also not got like feet on ground, right? So there's none of that with friction. It's like it's you're having to push it through water, but you're not having to push it off any surface. So I think it's fine. I mean, you can push somebody when you're swimming against somebody. You can push them just as well as you push them on land. I don't see why not. Do you want to try to push the shark away?
no. Honestly,
Oh,
I'll just.
okay.
I was wondering why did you get so
Well,
close?
you just, like, I want to stab this shark. Yeah, you stab at
Yeah.
that shark. You
Oh
have
yeah, I
we'll
forgot
say
to
you-
target it.
You specifically have a weapon that's very good in this situation because only piercing melee weapons.
Yeah,
any
I
other
know.
weapon, you have like a penalty. But yeah, you've used pikes to board many a ship and now using it to board a shark.
But I have underwater marauders, so it doesn't matter.
Oh wow!
Anyway.
Okay, all right. You're just you're all about though.
Can I just roll for damage? I didn't target
Yeah,
the
that is
shark.
a hit. You can roll for
so-
damage. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, I mean, the shark seems pretty fucking tough.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty fucking tough. Okay, but that's your turn, right?
That was
Yone?
pilot
Yeah.
draw attack. Yeah.
Pilot draw attack, exactly.
So it's like basically right underneath the surface, right?
Yeah. Like it's half in, half out, so you can target it with so I don't know what you're thinking. but
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you've not seen John use too many attacking spells at this point, right? So we're gonna do this. We're gonna do a spout, and it's basically the way it's gonna be. It's like instead of like the water above, kind of ripples like up, and just like bam, slams down into it.
Okay.
No, you're trying to drown a shark, right?
Basically, smacking.
Yeah, even like
Straight to the brain, bam.
Still get hurt by it. Okay, cool. And you can change it to be a burst if you want it to be. You want it
Well,
to
that's
burst,
mainly
just
if you want it to be AOE, which not.
Yeah, you want it to be AOE? No. Okay.
No.
Okay. Oh, the reflex pretty good though.
Roll
Oh,
shit.
but if you roll a nat 1, it doesn't matter how good your reflex is.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris-
10 damage.
Yeah, crit damage.
Straight to the head.
Double damage.
No,
Yeah.
no, if only it wasn't a 1.
If only it wasn't a 1.
If
Yeah,
only
but
it wasn't.
it's somehow, it wasn't even trying to get out of the way of water. Like, that doesn't make any sense. How's it going to do that? That's impossible. So it's just, it's
And-
fun to this.
And then I will cast this on Nate. I will just touch your shoulder. Good luck for next hit. Got this, bro.
You can drag this on where it says spell effect guidance. You can drag it onto your character, Nate. And it should automatically give you a +1 on your next check.
Hit.
Oh, the spell effect, you mean?
Yeah, the spell effect guidance, drag that out and just drop it on top of your token.
I lack permission for that.
You lack permission for that.
Wait,
I
yeah.
I did it then. Whoop.
Oh, I also like
Oh,
permission.
you also did it? But what?
Yeah.
You can't both do it.
Really?
Oh, I put it on the boat by mistake. Uh-oh. No, not the boat. The boat is so much guidance.
Yeah.
I think that's why. you can
I
do
was
this.
able. Oh yeah. See, I was able to add it to myself. No problem.
Yeah, but you're not meant to have it.
We all get guidance
I
on
know.
this,
I'm gonna
blessed
remove it.
day.
Don't worry.
Oh, you take out so much guiding light going on. Too much guiding light.
It's been removed. Don't worry.
Yeah!
So
Only
much,
Johnny.
Okay.
Johnny has
Okay.
2 now.
Okay.
Oh, and I gotta remove the guidance immunity as well.
Exactly.
I don't have
Wait,
that.
I had it 2 times as well.
My
Jesus,
God,
you
Oh,
just-
guidance
Every
immunity.
puts a
Yeah,
sadie
yeah,
never.
Both
Yeah,
times so
so-
many times. The boat with it so many times.
yeah.
Yeah, I will draw my rapier.
Mm-hmm.
And then the question is like, can you feint a creature that's partially under the water and is a fucking shark or whale thing?
Yeah, you can still feint it. I think. Why not?
Fuck
It's not
it's
actually
very-
mindless.
Yeah, it's not mindless.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I
I'll
mean,
try the
normal
feint
shark,
first then, just because I don't
it's a
think
bit of a weird
like
shark.
probably has decently high AC. I would assume. So yeah. Okay,
Um,
here's the deception first. Right.
I will see like all of you that can see it now. It is it is almost you part of the water in some aspects. Like like how I
Yeah.
said like in the picture, like it's got like basically falls into the water, so it doesn't seem like a normal
God
shark.
damn it.
Okay, yeah, that doesn't succeed, I'm afraid.
Okay. Yep. Okay, and then I will. Oops. It said I drew it, but I haven't actually drawn it on my character sheet. So now it's drawn, and then here's the strike with the rapier.
Sure. Ooh,
God, not a day for me.
Not yet, at least. Not yet, at least. Quicksilver.
That's my turn.
Okay. Out of interest, so it would be very difficult for 4 people to be on this boat. If I were to like try and like balance myself, like focus on like steadying it, could I
Yeah,
try and like physically?
Yeah, I think an acrobatics check, is probably the best way to do this. Where I could, like you would have to like try, and obviously if you failed, you would like fall off, and it would take up your action.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna believe in life after love. I will first, out of instinct, just like I already have like the Gillblade drawn. I will like strike behind me, like try and hit it in the nose. So of course I've heard that works.
Of
course.
Yeah.
It's -2, right?
Yeah. Okay. It did. Yeah.
Yeah, it's slashing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this would be -2. Ooh, okay, that's not. Do I reroll this? Nah, I don't have 1 hero point. Okay, then I will swim at 15 feet. So I'll go like here.
Okay, you like said dive down under the boat or something.
Yeah, like dive underneath it exactly, and then try and like with a climb, try to like get myself up here, like on the edge of the boat, and try and
Okay, so I'll make you do basically a climb, and the climb's super easy. You're basically pulling yourself from the water. Now maybe that's not even that. Yeah, you should be able to do that. That's not an actual climb. That's fine. You're in the water. To give me the acrobatics check to like balance on the bow.
Getting onto a boat like this out of the water is very difficult.
But even if you have like a swimming speed where you can like kind of push yourself up super easily, I don't know. I think it does it enough. That it's okay. Yeah, and you that's just fine. You managed to keep yourself steady in the boat. It doesn't feel like you're weighted like it's like just about able to support all your weight. Obviously, Quicksilver pretty light, so it doesn't actually sink. You wouldn't feel confident like you now basically don't think you'd be confident rowing it naked without like accidentally like basically submerging the vessel.
Yeah, kind of like while doing this, I can look at the others and say, I panicked, and then that's my turn.
Okay, the shark. Yeah, you stabbed it pretty hard. Oh no, wait, no, you missed it. Wait, no, you didn't stab it hard. Who hit it hard? Johnny hit it hard.
Oh yeah.
Johnny hit it hard. Used his own water against you. Hey, we're not a fan about that.
Did Johnny hit it hard, or did the water?
It wouldn't know Johnny hit it hard. The water.
Yeah,
was,
exactly.
Like,
Yes, the water smacked.
If one person has like a fucking pike and is stabbing down as a fish, I think that would be the obvious target. That's who I would target. So yeah, it tries instead to take a bite out of you, Nate.
Can you twitch?
Take a bite out of crime.
Ooh, but it misses actually.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it
How
was
does
a
it
bit of a
reach?
stretch to attack me.
I think
Oh,
sharks can still like vertically
It
raise himself up a little bit.
I mean, what's it called? Like out here tried to strike with the rapier, so it can definitely like bite you. Like it's like it's. I mean, it's a rowboat. It's not like there's a fucking high side, right? And there's currently 4 people on this thing, no 3 people. Like it's barely above the fucking water level.
Like we're actively sinking right now.
It's not like you're fucking high above it. It's like we're basically neck and neck, you and I.
Our feet are getting wet.
-5. Ooh, but hits with the -5. For Ooh, 18 piercing.
Oh my god!
Excuse me.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
You've seen some shark teeth. It almost takes off the leg. And with its final action, it actually grabs hold of you. So now you're like basically caught within its jaws.
Oh, that's fine.
So
Nate's still
you now get
pristine.
you get the grab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the
No,
prestige.
that's the ship.
The
Yeah,
ship,
no.
the ship is still pristine though. It's not that good a ship. The ship is in great condition. Yeah, but yeah, it grabs you with its jaws,
Uh-oh.
and that is its turn. Johnny.
No.
Oh,
Nate.
I accidentally skipped Nate. My bad. Nate. Wait, did that accidentally take video guidance?
Yeah.
Oops.
did.
I'll give you guidance. I'll do it.
Well, it's got immunity right now. You got to run
I
out
did
first.
it, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, you have been grabbed by it. So I'm just gonna reveal this. You can see how grab works, by the way. So like, I'll reveal the action it did. So basically, you're now grabbed. So you can like click on that and see the condition. It makes you flat-footed and like you're unable to move at all. If you
Yeah,
try
but I can fight it,
you
right?
can still, I mean, you can
Do
still
I-
attack the creature like normal, and you
Yeah.
can also try to like escape out the grapple if you also want to do that. That's like your two options.
Yeah. Do I get a penalty when attacking?
No, you don't
I'm grabbed.
actually. No.
Okay, so
If you try to do something like draw a weapon, then you have to do a DC 5 flat check to see if you manage to draw it or if you basically like fail. But if you already have your weapon out, then it's fine. Then you can keep
yeah.
it.
Well, let me just read the escape.
Once it's
Oh,
one
it's on action, yeah.
exactly. Another important thing is escape one actually has the attack trait, so it actually counts towards your multiple attack penalty. So like if you try to escape, you're less good at hitting, and if you try hitting, you're less good at escaping.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll just try to strike first.
Yeah, you try to get off, you stab down.
Yeah. I mean, that is the best.
Oof.
Oh.
Oh
Oh,
my god.
did I? Oh, I didn't use guidance, right? I have to
No,
manually.
you have it.
It's
Don't
but it
No, it
shouldn't.
didn't like, actually count.
It didn't count it. Yeah. But
One attack roll, yeah. I guess I need to basically say I'm using guidance for
I guess.
this.
Yeah. No, it's always on your next attack. It's always on your next attack. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, you're right. No,
you
you're right.
can
You're right,
choose one thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can use the hero point now to.
Yeah, that's true. And you can choose to have guidance as well, right? So then you also have a good chance.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just do the strike again, and now. Oh yeah, there's a toggle for guidance. Nice.
Hey.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah.
hit.
Nice.
Damage is
Okay. Mm-hmm.
not that great.
Still injured.
I mean, is there a really good? I mean, okay, I'll try to escape the grapple now.
Okay, yeah. So when you do that, you can choose to either do an acrobatics check. No.
Or athletics, right?
No. Oh yeah. So you can use athletics, but you can also use your attack modifier if you like. Your like unarmed attack modifier. So basically a +9. So maybe a +9 is better, right?
But it'd be a +9 -5.
Sure. But so would the athletics acrobatics is also -5. Yeah. So in general, it's like, what do you have higher base? And I mean, you have higher unarmed attack normally, right? Than athletics.
Can I just
Can you
roll
click?
a strike?
Put the unarmed strike
unarmed
-map -4 on your character sheet in the actions tab.
Yeah. Okay.
But I think this one actually always has -5. I don't think you get to have the agile thing with being an unarmed attack.
You're probably right.
Yeah. Ooh, either way, I'm afraid. I'm afraid it's actually a critical fail.
Which is worse.
Yeah, so that means you can't. Well, it means you don't get free, and it means you can't try to escape again until next turn. But maybe you wouldn't try anyway. But it means
Yeah. I mean, there isn't really much else to do, so I mean, I can just try to strike again, right?
Yeah, just like try to wrestle it away with.
You could try to like ready an aid on somebody else's attack roll if you wanted to do that. But or you could just.
Yeah.
That would take your reaction, so it's also like potato.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll try to aid Altair on the next attack.
Yeah.
I guess.
Cool. Johnny.
Question: how is forceful movement goes together with grab? Is it cancelled? Ended?
Forceful movement to go to with grab. it's grab, and for grab creatures, the creature moves away from it. By default, yeah, it would knock them out of the grapple if you were able to force them away.
Okay. Because I have
Push 'em too far away.
prepped hydraulic push. Can I do it from here?
You do it from here.
Because I'll just
can
click
you link the spell?
click the
Yeah.
spell. Yeah. Like it's like a weight, pressurized water is gonna blast at it. It has to be a little out of water anyways, because it's grabbing him. Otherwise, it wouldn't quite work. Really, I guess.
Wait, so what's the question? Sorry, does it work or?
Well, can I I can do it from this position, right? From
Yeah,
here.
for sure,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
yeah,
have-
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, then I will do it. I will do it. I just grab towards down the water and just kind of just grab a bunch of water into hands and just blast it at it.
It's a
That's-
lot of damage. Possible.
Ooh.
Target it, but you know what? This calls for a hero point.
Yeah. I haven't given you one yet either. I should have given you one when you it could fail desync before, so I'll give you a delayed hero point from that. And for you, using all the powers of water at your disposal.
Go.
But I'm afraid the gods of water not on your side
It's
today.
water though. Okay, I can
Fails.
put that. I'll give it guidance again.
Okay,
Nice.
cool. But this you have to do it to somebody else, right? Because it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Then Altair.
Okay.
Does that stack with aid?
Yeah, aid is circumstances status.
Yes. Okay.
And your turn out here.
Everything going for you,
Added it
buddy?
to myself.
Mm-hmm. So now I know
Yeah,
you
I
have it,
will-
choose to use it. So it's like,
Yeah, I'll go for it. To strike, I can add guidance. And then do I want to see the result of the aid?
so yeah, okay, so you see Altair go for a strike. Do you want to try to aid his strike?
Yeah.
Nate? Okay, so just do a normal attack roll, and then the DC is like 20 to see if you succeed or not.
Sorry, which one?
Just your normal attack, just like your straight up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm afraid it's not a success, so you're not able to help
Okay.
Altair.
Doesn't matter because I'm gonna roll 20. 15.
No, but you do go ahead.
Good job. Good job.
Okay.
Good job, good job.
this shark doesn't have a swim speed, right? So he's flat-footed.
Good one. Okay, but it seems now that there's a lot of there's like weird bloody stuff coming up.
I mean, fuck it. I'll take a second strike at it as well.
Mm-hmm.
5. Don't add guidance. Yep. Okay, looks all right. Roll. Damn it.
I'm afraid that's a miss.
Yeah, I assumed. And then the last action I'm gonna do is actually to take cover,
Okay, yes, you kind of
Within the boat.
Yeah.
to duck down to make it like really
Like,
difficult for it to try to bite me in the boat.
Smart, yeah, so yeah, you gain what's it called? How much is it? 2, I guess. If you would have that. You only, yeah, if you would, you gain its benefit stand a cover. Perfect, yeah. Quick so.
Do I have to use an action to say balancing?
No, if you do anything that requires like movement, though, I'll
Okay.
do it.
I will see how effective it is to like shoot down at this guy in the water.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll first try, like-
Survey checks a deal. If they are underwater, no, it's like fighting on the land, so I'm gonna say it's fine. Actually, they're not like underwater; they're just in the water.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Cool. I'll do 2 barrels again. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be an option for me. Like change the damage dice.
No, I looked through this as an option. I tried to Google it. They said it hasn't been introduced.
Hmm.
Nobody uses double barrel weapons.
will
Is what I saw. They were
reroll.
like, nobody would shoot both barrels. It sucks.
I like the idea of it though. But
Actually, it's very good. I think it's good if you get the free reload.
yeah. I'm gonna use my hero point for this. Oh my god.
We are very bad.
Then I will. Yeah, I will like try and like bend down a little bit and like try and hit it with my beak.
Okay.
While I'm busy with my arms like reloading the pistol.
Okay. Okay,
No.
beak attack.
It's +2, baby, critical miss. Okay.
Wow. Yeah,
And
but you
then
reload a bullet.
I reloaded a bullet. 1 action left, or try and recall knowledge.
Reload
With
the
this, could I try and recall with fishing lore?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll try and figure out what this weird water shark is.
Ooh, okay, yeah, you're familiar with these actually. You know these are called brine sharks, and that they're actually what used to be. I think you've kind of heard this from stories of old Tengu who lived in the waters. The brine sharks, you believe, are actually native to the plane of water and are like kind of
Oh.
elemental to like roamed there. But basically, in recent years, kind of well, not recent necessarily specifically, but basically since the Eye of Bendigo kind of opened, and all the strange kind of weather conditions have like been on the region, and just like like the water kind of elemental kind of connection grew so strong that like they became quite common to see in the waters around here. I mean, common is a strong word, but they became a sight that people would maybe like seen one from the distance before in your life, but never
Okay.
combat.
But yeah, they do. It's not like that strange for it to like be attacking us. It's just like it is.
No, it's just like
feral.
it does kind of act like a normal shark. They just native to the plane of water. Just place. I mean, they saw a bird swimming. Like that's great.
I mean, I'll we'll look at Johnny on the other side of the boat and be like, it is from the plane of water. Maybe you can talk to it. But
That's
it's
just
my
how it
turn.
works, bro.
Okay, now it has this terrifying ability it can use
Oh, shake the boat.
called Deep Plunge. I'm actually gonna just send this one so you can see how it works. Isn't that fucking terrifying?
That sounds good.
It can
Oh my
use this
gosh.
while grabbing a
Oh,
creature.
fuck.
So,
Wait.
Not ideal.
but like it's basically like got like made between its jaws, like huge fucking jaws, like one like basically cut in half, and like like basically just like rips you from the boat, and then just like starts like die underneath the water to like basically you're not very far from the coast, so it's not actually that deep. So I mean it swims to you is fucking huge, so it could have gone like like 100 feet down. But luckily the water here is quite shallow, so it's only like 20 feet really. You're like very near the coastline. So like all
Here's
you can be. Sorry?
So here's an interesting question. Technically, it's using some form of action to move away, and it doesn't say it doesn't provoke.
This would provoke, but Nate used his reaction to aid you. That's why I was like, but it would use your reaction. I was like, oh, yeah. So
Use
you're
your
like
bearings.
slowly getting my bearings. But yeah, so it drags you basically to like almost like the bottom of the water here, where you're only like 20 feet down. So those on the boat can still see quite clearly because the water is fairly clear. You can at least see the both like shapes kind of like moving, like they're certainly concealed. But yeah, it gets you down there and then tries to take another bite out of you.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's a little spooky.
Oi, oi, oi.
Not a bullet public. You did recall knowledge.
Yeah,
19 is a hit, right? Especially with your flat-footed now with your grab.
Mm,
Or
Is it more than?
Here's the thing:
one
can
damage?
it actually use bite when it's grabbing a creature without releasing
It's
the
shock
grab?
though.
I think you could only on the creature you were grabbing. But actually, right, I should double check that rule. But there, you
Yeah, 'cause
certainly
normally
can't attack
it's-
another creature. for
Right,
sure.
because I was thinking because normally if someone has like a grab and like some kind of thing, like there's like a chomp or
Oh,
whatever.
you're
where it's
right,
like-
actually. That body can't be used to strike creature until the grab has ended. Okay, so you're right. So it does have basically like release you from its jaws to then take a bite. But unfortunately,
Yeah.
So
it's
still a hit.
still a hit,
but-
but you are no longer grabbed. But basically, it hits you for 10 damage. So you do
Go down. I'm
go
guessing.
down, right?
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
And then it does use its final action to basically grab your body in its jaws, to like, swim away with, its belly, the
Alright.
madness.
Nate!
Your initiative does
Ah.
change before it. So, but yeah, you basically like from above, like see, this like shape that was like, fighting, like, basically go limp. Like the pike, it basically would at least you'd like drop the pike and now it's kind of like, just, still like, right next to you right now, like floating in the water. But like there, you see now just like a body, like huge amount of blood pouring into the water around. like clamped between the shark's jaws once again. And I also need to look up how drowning works.
Okay.
And yeah, you're only going to die in one, of course, because you didn't get crit this time.
Oh
Johnny,
my
you're
god. Jesus Christ. Oh no.
How far down was he?
Not good.
it's like 20 feet. It's not too
Yeah.
far. Like,
I
Still
will. My
within range
first
for
action
Neil?
is I will
Still within range for
jump
Neil.
into the water.
okay, yeah, you jump in.
Like I see it's great, and I say,
Wait.
jump into the water. Like just look. I see underneath. I guess yeah, it's still part of the action. It's just like go up again. Like it's trying to get away with him. We need to stop it. I just dive back down. The same move action, and then I will do the spout thing again. Hopefully, knocking it out. Why do I always lose the fucking tab I'm looking for? Go! Come on!
Do this about it.
Hell! But shit.
Oh,
Oh my!
my
What? It's roll one!
Ah,
It's pretty good. Let's roll another nat one. Nope, but it only succeeds. So it takes 2 damage. But it looks very annoyed as you like kind of. But then it sees all more prey. That's job. Okay, but that's your
Get over
turn.
here, bastard!
Out there.
Let him go!
All right. So I into the boat, dropped my rapier, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was
Okay.
taking cover there. Then my first action is to draw my short bow,
Okay.
oh,
and then I'll take 2 shots at it.
Yeah. So there
God.
is specific rules about.
Yeah, I was just looking at range attacks that piercing range attacks, which this would be by an underwater creature or against an underwater target, have their range increments halved.
Okay, so that's still fine. It
Yep.
will say technically it is concealed though because it is under the water. I know it's really weird and it's not in that page, but I found another page to talk about aquatic combat in more detail, and that's one where it mentions it. I don't ask me why there's fucking 2 pages to talk about aquatic combat. I don't fucking know.
Right.
But it's in the game mastery by in special battles. Yeah, you might judge as a water. Yeah, creature in the water concealed against someone outside due to distortion. Okay, cool.
Makes sense, yeah.
So you
and
do
concealed
need
is
to give me a
DC
DC 5 flat
DC
check.
5.
Ah, okay.
Or, yeah.
Not too bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
So-
exactly. So like Johnny, when you dive down, you look down. That's when you can see clearly. But otherwise, okay. So
Yeah.
the shock like could make contact.
First one, I'm just doing both. Second
Oh,
one
okay,
doesn't matter.
okay. Second one doesn't
so
matter. First one
yeah.
you hit.
But the first
Well,
one
you
actually,
use
well, I
it.
get to actually try to hit it.
I did. That's important.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Oof,
Oh.
no, I'm afraid that is a miss.
Off the
Oh.
19 onto the 9. So sad.
Oh.
So sad.
Fucking
Okay.
late strings coming
that's
on.
it, right? Quicksil.
Okay, so first of all, I dropped my firearm on the boat as well.
Mm-hmm.
So if I have 15 feet movement speed in the water, how much is it gonna take me to get down in range of the shark?
20 feet.
Can I like if I'm
So-
above it,
Yes,
like
It's fine actually. If you move in and swim down, you'll get within 5 feet of it because it's 20 feet down. You have 15
Okay.
feet, right?
Yeah.
so I jump in. So that's one action, I guess, or can I drop in? I don't know.
I think that's fine. Like
It's a part of the
your
same
movements. Like I mean, you were especially like standing on the top. You weren't even like sitting down in the
Yeah.
boat or anything.
Yeah. So yeah, so I dive down until I'm like above it. Sharks can look up. We all know this, and I will try and strike it with my gill blades. Wait, so I have
Is
one.
that slashing?
You got this.
That is slashing, so it'll be
is
dis-
slashing.
alright.
So -2.
-2.
Yeah. Can I do anything? I don't have intimidation. I'm gonna try and strike it twice. Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
So
20s, let's go.
Ooh, that's a hit.
It's good.
okay,
Come
it's not bad. I don't do damage. Damage is a problem.
5 damage. I mean, that's not that bad.
It's
like,
an amount of
5 and-
damage, which is better
Plus
than no
free strength
damage.
is like only 1 less than the max strength you could have.
Okay.
then did you want-
And then yeah, I'll try again. But...
Holy shit, that's a hit.
All right, all right.
Yes.
Come on,
D6,
baby.
get a six,
No!
get a six.
Oh
Oh!
my god. Oh man, the 6 would have been perfect as well.
Mm.
Okay, but it is super near death. Yeah. Like you go, there's 2 slashes and your blood, like it's basically almost becoming part of the water. Like it's like very little like a form is left, but it is left. Nate, on your turn, give me a death save.
Yeah, I wanna ask what's the suffocation thingy?
Oh yes, exactly. I need to look that
I'm,
up.
5
I'm
plus
reading
Constitution
that
modifier.
and it
Uh,
doesn't
Using-
look good.
So
I mean, cause I'm unconscious already.
yes, I'm gonna just 1 second. You can hold your breath.
You can't
Yeah.
recover from being unconscious and must exceed a DC Fortitude save at the end of each of your turns. On a failure, you take 1d10 damage. On a critical failure, you die.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how it looks like if hey, it's bad.
Yeah, it's not ideal.
So if
But
you're
it's
already
far from
unconscious,
it.
I
I need
think
to see
the
what happens
death,
with fourth round.
which
When you
happens
run-
first, yeah.
I need to check like what happens like if like if you go unconscious while underneath. I mean I assume immediately you forced drowning. Let me see.
So is it both? You have a death save and then the fort save
For sure you have this. Yeah.
suffocation.
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
it-
I think it's just in that order. Death
You
save
wanna
first.
use one okay, but that's at the end of your turn. Okay, sure. So okay, you yeah.
And just to confirm, the shark did re-grab the body, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Fuck me.
Give me a give me the death save first of all.
Yep. Just.
No! Oh my
no
god!
fucking way.
Okay, so now you go to
What
dying
the fuck?
free. You go to dying free,
Yeah.
and then at the end of your turn, you
Do
use
a DC 20
a
fort save.
give me a DC 24 save exactly. You still have 1 hero point, so you still can have the get out of jail free card.
But actually, I don't think you can.
Oh,
Because
no,
it doesn't take you to dying 4, you die if you crit fail. And if you don't,
But
you take
but
D10
you can use
and
the
then it
hero
would
point
come
on
in.
this though, right? Like this recovery check,
Yeah,
because
but
it
that
would
doesn't
increase
matter. There's no point
dying.
doing it. Oh, there's no point in that though. But then he still has to do the crit. If he crit fails, he still dies. But he was
Oh,
still
yeah.
suffocated.
Yeah, he would have suffocated completely. So
Oh,
it's really
okay.
more of like, don't crit
If you-
fail
yeah, if
the
you crit
fortitude
fail,
save.
if you crit fail, you die.
What's the
Yeah.
There's
DC?
nothing to do.
20,
20.
so
If you
Oh my
don't,
god!
if
It's
you
what?
just here's the thing, if you just normal fail, then you can use the hero point to
yeah,
avoid fully
the
dying
normal
because you
fail
just
is
take D10
fine.
Yeah.
damage, go to
And
dying
then
4,
you
and
and
but
Nate is +8, so it's only on a natural 1 that he crit fails. No, a natural 1 or 2. It's just fucking
Yeah.
out of the
Yeah,
Only
okay.
a
Yeah.
natural 1 or
Jesus
2.
Christ.
okay.
Okay.
So you
So
would
it's a normal
fail,
failure.
Take D10
Take
damage.
D10,
That would immediately try to take you to dying 4. So then I assume
but then you use your hero point to
Yeah.
not die.
Yeah, okay.
God.
Yeah, I guess.
So now you're
So now
you're stabilized but unconscious.
Yes, exactly. So you still have
Underwater.
to do 4 saves every turn, and they still get harder and harder every
What
turn.
in the mouth
Yeah.
of the shark? Who
And what's
stirs
sad is
life?
so he's wounded 1 or wounded 3.
It's not even wounded, because when you use your hero point to achieve death, you don't gain the wounding condition from doing that.
Oh, okay. That's actually really important then because
The damage
if
you take,
assuming he
yeah.
fails the suffocation, it'll only go to dying
Exactly,
1
yeah.
again.
So you just are now unconscious and you're drowning a little bit. Not the end of the world. Not the end of the world.
Jesus Christ.
But on his turn, I mean, the shark, it needs to let go of him to, bite him anymore. But I mean, there's a bird within reach who's like diving down and, basically killed him. Like, he's incredibly
A
low.
chicken literally dove into the water to feed
Right?
itself
How
to the
can
shark.
it resist the chicken? So it releases out, from
That
its,
was a heroic act,
Not
though,
me.
right? Diving back down.
Nate.
Oh, sorry, no, it releases Nate from a gut. I don't know why I said out there.
I don't even know why I'm in the water. I shouldn't be in the water.
No,
You
I
moved the
just moved the
boat.
boat. I moved the boat so I could target yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, target's
But Ian,
critical.
heroic act, though, right?
What a
Like,
fucking
Did I already give you a hero
conundrum.
point?
did I? What?
The bird has got the hero point, yes. At the start.
Nate got one.
Right?
Did I?
Johnny
You
got
forgot
one.
the first one, yeah.
Oh,
Win.
okay.
Actually, Nick
For
got the
what?
first one for charging in.
Yeah,
Oh,
Nate got
Oh
one.
no,
for
Yeah.
you
hurting
got the
in.
first one.
Johnny got one for the water.
Just getting crit, remember, Quicksil, when you were in
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
I think so, yeah.
maybe I was a bit too salty to notice. So.
It's only me that hasn't been given one yet.
It's very on the road to dive in after a shark and shoot it back
Yeah.
and take your friend. Okay, the jaws try to attack Quicksil.
So that means you're no longer grappled or flat-footed. Well, no, you are.
Oh,
flat-footed,
misses
sorry.
by
Misses by
one.
one.
That's
Just like, ooh, out of there.
It's very angry. Tries to bite you again for sure. Holy shit,
Out of there.
Quicksil just, Oh, I mean, -10. You gotta go for it.
Kirksel full on is in here being like, I'm not stuck in here with you, you're stuck in here with me.
Yeah, like you're just going like toe to toe with this shark, you know, like the jaws keep like trying.
Yeah,
to
I'm just
chomp
like,
around on you.
trying to get it away from like Nate, just like swimming backwards bit by bit.
Exactly. Johnny, your turn.
Well done.
Very well done. Wait, you are holding your breath though, right, Crixel? We actually need to count yours as well, because it actually.
Yeah.
It was 5 plus con, so 6 rounds. You've been in there for 1 round technically.
Then you also, when you attack, right, don't you lose turns?
No, there. Yeah, let me look at it. So
Oh,
reduce
right.
your remaining air by 1 at the end of each of your turns, or by 2 if you attacked or cast any spells that turn. You
And I
also
attacked
lose 1 round
twice.
worth of air for each time you are critically hit or critically fail a save
Okay,
against a
that-
damaging effect.
Okay. You lost 2,
If
so
you
you're on 4
speak,
rounds left. Right?
You lose
Yeah.
all remaining air.
Okay, no speaky. Okay, Johnny. Oh, that's interesting. So if Johnny casts a spell, which is
No, I can breathe underwater.
Oh.
Right, so he doesn't matter.
Yeah. Sure. Okay.
This is his domain.
Alrighty.
My master speed's not the best. Like, you know, you can breathe underwater.
That's more important.
So here's a question. So technically, you lost half of your air that turn. 1 for normal, and then 2 attacks, right?
No,
Yeah.
it's 2 if you attacked. It's not like you lose 2 for attacking, right? So reduce it by 1 at the end. Or
Okay, you're right.
Okay, so it's not.
Okay.
You only
No,
lost
I thought it was like, and then like
per attack. No. I think
an extra 1 per attack, but you read it right. I read it wrong.
Cool. So yeah, so you still have 4 rounds left. Yeah. Sorry, Johnny, your turn.
Yes.
You see, he has dropped Nate and is now trying to have a fight against Crixel, and Nate is just.
Yeah, I'm just like yes. Keep going, keep doing the same thing, and like even if I heal him and he's not unconscious anymore, he's still not breathing underwater, which is not ideal.
Yeah.
a good situation.
And like, so like I'm like 5 feet underneath the surface, so I was a little bit down, right? So can I just dive down? I have 10 swim speed. Just dive down, and then just like kind of grab him and just kind of just start pulling him up.
Yeah, like I mean, pulling someone up is pretty easy because humans almost float anyway,
they're
right? So
buoyant.
like, I'm gonna say basically like you move at half speed for like carrying somebody because it is more awkward, but you're basically like it's not like that hard, but it is still harder than swimming without somebody, of course, right?
Oh, so like
Yeah.
you
So
move
like,
down.
how would this like work? Is he at
He's
20
20
feet
feet
depth or
down?
15 depth or?
You know what? I'm gonna say he's at 50, because also people like actually like just like move around a little bit. So I'm gonna say he's about that height. The shark dived down.
Okay, so
Nate was above him. Yeah.
Okay, so I can just one movement I can get down to him, and then just grabbing him as an action, or
Yeah, you can grab basically.
grab him as an action, then just like start going up and just like
Yeah,
kind of
exactly. So
push
you-
him up as I like swim up.
Yeah. So
5
you
more
only
feet.
managed to get 5 more feet up, so your base.
So he would be at like 10 feet, and I'm like, or like
exactly.
he's at 5 feet if I'm, I don't know, but
He's
he's both at 10 feet, I
You
guess.
can't move
10
him
feet.
above you. Like.
Okay, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, that's my turn. Then I was just trying to get him up.
Yeah, okay. You
Up
see
on the
basically
water.
Johnny kind of grab hold of Nate's floating body and start to swim up.
Alright. I mean, I guess I'll do my d20s, right?
Please kill him. Please kill him.
Yeah. I'm trying, man.
Are you enjoying the fight down there? Okay, man. Funny was the attack roll. First one would be.
Yeah.
I know. That would be so sad. It's okay. It's gonna be a 20, guys.
Okay.
God damn it.
No, it's not a
Damn
try.
it.
It's not. Okay.
0.9.
So I don't have one.
I mean, arrows into water difficult, as it turns out.
Still can. So here's a second.
That's okay.
Come on, not 20, that's 20.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh my god.
why do I keep getting this? Like single arrow, like arrow flyby. I keep getting arrow message when I use my bow.
That's weird. That's
I don't know why. Yeah. I wonder if it thinks that I'm only 5 feet away from it, and that's why, or
Oh,
something.
maybe something.
Yeah,
I
probably.
mean,
yeah.
do I do an
Oh,
the
I'm-
YOLO nat 20 or nothing? Because I don't have much else I can do with my.
You could try. I mean, I would let you, try to aid Crixel's next attack with like a vein strike. Like you time it right, where like you're basically
Yeah,
trying
I'll
to
do that.
distract. Okay, cool. Then it is Crixel.
Our boy
Um,
Crixel.
I'm
Is
kind
there-
of not grabbed anymore, right?
Not grabbed. No, you can take away that
I know
condition.
you are right now. I'm kind of
yeah,
grabbing you and
technically.
drawing you up.
But,
Crixel.
Is there any risk of if Nate's crit fails like the force save again, he dies, right?
He dies. He dies.
dies.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
dies.
He's
see.
just, I don't know.
It doesn't
Game
matter in this
use
case
it,
anyway.
so-
He used it, but even so, on the suffocation one, it's actually you just
I mean, you
die.
could use it to re-roll. That's what I mean.
Oh, that's true for sure. You could use the recall. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I will. I can't talk on the water.
Nope.
I
Just
think I'm
roll
gonna let the
stuff.
shark live for a round, guys.
No, no.
No, do
But
what
like,
you
I
do.
can save Nate.
do
is
whatever you
a thing, you know.
Do what you do, Quicksilver. Do what you think's best.
Is there any way? Because Nate goes after me. He can't crit fail, right? Not again.
Now that you've said that, though,
Okay, no, I will. I'll try. Nate's a part of our town. He's part of Old Salt Reef. You know, we've been in this for like over a week at this point. Yeah, I will swim around the shark, try and like surprise him. Maybe I don't know. Maybe his wounds are too great that he thinks it's too great of quarry. I'll gather with my allies. I'll actually go over here and I will take out on my like my belt a animal like a skin like a it's an air bladder it's called, and I'll feed it to Nate.
Okay.
Granting him a round of breath.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Very nice.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that was a thing in the game.
Well, it's as a free action you can inhale the context, but I'm assuming I can't use it as a free action on someone else.
No, I still need to give it to someone else. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's
Okay, very cool. Yeah, so Nate, you can at least won't take the. Okay, so Nate, on your turn, you're just unconscious, but you have a breath of air, so you don't need to do anything at the end of your turn. On the shark's turn, I'm actually gonna give it a check to see if it thinks it is worth risking it. So I mean, it's also like fucking barely alive. I mean, it's not like it's full. So I'm gonna give it a will check to see if it wants to keep going or live to fight another day.
Return with its buddies.
Just so you're curious, I'm actually making it so like if it rolls like I'm gonna just say it's like a DC of its level, which is like I think 16 or 17 for level 3, and like I think from my point of view, I think an animal would actually leave at this point if they're fucking hurt. I don't actually.
an elemental.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Sure. So I'm gonna actually see if it succeeds. It will save. It will swim away. So you're not just choosing the one that's best friend.
No, I think that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, yeah. So you see it like basically contemplate. I mean, it's like barely still in this water as like an elemental, like still in a form, and there's like now there's like three figures like there's like the boat, arrows are raining down, and you basically for a second it kind of the eyes are left like kind of hyper fixated on the three of you who are in the water, and then it quickly kind of turns tail, and I mean with like a fucking 50 feet swim speed. It fucking like instantly just like swims like 150 feet away like into the deeper ocean out of the coast, and it's like immediately out of sight. And yeah, we do still have a need to act in initiative just because Nate needs to get out of the water. I still think that should be fine. So Johnny, you do basically you can still use 2 actions to.
Yeah, I just 2 actions. I get his head above water, and then one action heal to get him up.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Basically.
Heal.
Healing.
Oh, what a check. So yeah, Nate, you basically, after, just being bitten down in water, not knowing what's happening, you kind of like get that life replenishing you, and you're basically, in the relatively calm waters, of the short Shackles coastline here, with, the hot sun, and, you get a deep breath of real air.
In the arms of Johnny.
In the arms of Johnny.
Oh. What's
The arms
going
of an
on?
angel starts playing.
And God eat
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
had
we-
a dream of a shark.
on the boat.
There was a rather large shark, yes, and I extend my hand down to help you like get pulled back into the boat.
I'll say in the water, but I'll be like, does he have all his limbs?
Yes.
Let's spit out some water. I don't feel too well.
It surprised me.
Lots of blood.
I make sure his boarding pike didn't also land in the water, and if it did, I go and grab it.
Yeah, you saw it like kind of started floating around when it was down there, but it's like, I'm assuming mainly wood, so it kind of like almost like, rises up to the surface at some point. we start to make pikes that didn't float right, then eventually you always drop them. Like, you know. Yeah, so you get it back, and you are all, you know,
Fucking
safe.
stupid sharks. Hope you don't meet too many more of those.
I'll look at Nate and I'll be like, well, I guess now we have more things in common. Being saved by Johnny from the ocean floor.
Oh, that's what happened. I was down there.
I had to pull
Oh.
you up, yeah. And
Um,
Quicksilver made sure I was able to by distracting the shark. Well done.
Hmm.
Well done, bro.
So I
Wasn't
guess
Very brave,
really-
very brave of you.
owe you one, lads. Thanks. I mean,
I mean, what else can we do then? Take care of our elderly, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
I
part of
guess.
the reef.
Part of the crew.
Did you at least get the bastard?
It was the choice of getting it or making sure you stay alive. Bro.
You're about to
We
drown.
made it was an easy choice.
But
Hopefully the right one.
But
I'm
you're-
sure we scared it enough that it won't
You
dare
have-
come
you
close
have
to us
some
again.
sick fucking scars now, by the way. Like even like the healing up kind of like it's not immediate blood loss, but they're fucking pretty good shark bite ones.
just like the teeth of a shark is like around
Yeah.
the waist.
Exactly.
But you are team leader, so if you say we go hunt it,
Maybe just let me take a short breath, you know.
hmm. Well,
Maybe we pull the ship over to the beach and take a rest.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Find some good earth for Johnny to use and heal those wounds up.
Agreed.
I don't
Another story-
complain about one
Ground
bit.
right next to the sea like this should be the best.
Right over here. It's easy.
Yeah, you go over and you
beach episode.
just chill a bit on the beach. I mean, it's a lovely beach, right? It's crazy.
Till it turns out there's snakes all over the
Oh,
beach.
you go to that part of the beach? Oh my god!
That was the second encounter you prepared, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go to. You can also healing and eat your lunch to here and enjoy the sun.
Okay. Start with the
Can I try and identify one of these stones?
Yeah. I will say technically, for one of them, I mean, whatever. I mean, mechanically, that you didn't quickly identify, but it's still unknown. But I would say it failed, so you think you identified it correctly. Like cards, you can't try
Yeah.
again on one of them.
Oh,
Yeah,
look
so
at
the-
this! Like I said, best water,
The other one you can try again.
best ground mud nearby.
Best
Here's
mud
the
over here.
water.
Wow.
Oh, I feel good. Like nothing happened.
Did you want me to push this? But you can
No.
use
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah,
And then I'll do the Crixel as well. Can't go wrong.
but
Right?
it's secret, remember? Yeah.
Oh my
Hey.
god, it's so good.
Look at that! The
Pretty.
best water.
It fits so
Best
well.
mud,
Like
best
That's really
water.
cool. We fucking dice for just rolled, holy shit. I'm very quick, so I mean, mechanically it's the same before. You actually could fail it again. So you still think these are pretty much just like old inert rocks, which maybe have like minor enchantments on them to like float, but nothing special.
But Crystal's in mind. Like it's still most
Yeah, I
of
mean,
the
it's still
structures
fucking
actually
cool. It's like a floating
functionally
rock.
useless, and this one actually looks good.
Yeah, I mean, I'll still say like you think like I mean, if they are like kind of the old sort of, I mean, you think they are like these kind of old expired Aeon stones. Like even though all they do is float, you could still invest in them, and they would like do the like floaty thing like they did for the caster, if you were interested.
I'll actually like give one of them to Nate, and I'll be like, I think they were used before in navigating the oceans. So maybe it will be useful to you. I think it's broken, but it might be lucky. And I'll give you one of the stones.
Thank you. I'll take it and I'll closely look at it and spin it in my hand.
I can drag one on you.
Oh no, I deleted all of both of them.
What? Oh, Jacko. Okay, I'll give him two and then drag one back to you.
Thank you.
I'll try to blow on it.
You
See.
try to blow on it. Okay. It reacts like a rock reacts being blown on.
So it doesn't react.
Yes, exactly.
Crack the code. Oh.
If you blow really hard, it kind of moves a very small amount.
Mm.
If you really fucking put your lungs into it.
It does look broken, yeah, but still a good memory of you know our time in the lizardman camp.
Get it back real quick.
And another story for the geezers.
Yeah, true. That's true. But the one with the shark, that one. You might have to tell that one. I had a not the best not the best view.
Wait, I thought your stories were exaggerated. Couldn't you
Of
say
course
you were
not.
awake?
I would never lie to them.
Does that seem like truthful, or like are you boasting a little bit, maybe?
Bit maybe. I could tell. I mean, I guess you could roll.
Yeah, I'll try and sense motive when he gets back. Oh, I go to the bathroom real quick.
I mean, should I add the unusual object thingy? Is that the Oh no, everyone left. What's going on?
Everyone's gone. Everyone disappeared. The end of the world.
Yeah.
How do your characters keep getting in such multiple dangers like the start of campaigns? What is this?
I mean, it was the first
Like
time for me. It was super close. I mean, the crit
oh,
fail was
Jesus fuck.
the crit fail on the was pretty funny. And I was like, okay, I guess I'm underwater now. Uh, and I was just checking because I remember seeing about drowning when I was reading the rules. I was like, oh, another save DC 20. Critical failure die. I was like, oh, fuck. Not ideal.
Water not the best. No, no. Oh my god.
And you guys shooting arrows and stuff. Nothing was working.
I was gonna say you should roll the fort
so
save just to
bad.
see if you would have died or not.
Yeah, let's see.
Like, did Kirksel save you, or did he just avoid killing the enemy? I mean, that would have been a fail,
Yeah.
not a crit fail. So damage back to dying one again, which starts over the whole.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you
Were
did a full
complicated
save?
matters,
That would have been a
okay?
good fail, huh? You would have tested.
No, that would have been a normal fail.
Yeah.
No, look, the DC increases every time. By 5.
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
He did save you.
hey,
Yeah.
hey, Crixel, pretty smart sometimes.
Yeah,
Quicksilver.
it's true.
Quicksilver saved life. Good choice, Quicksilver. Good choice. But maybe it would be worth it for the shark to die. Good trade. Good trade. But okay, yeah. So you have a nice rest at the beach, and then I guess continue with your journey self.
Could I invest in the stone in another 10 minutes or like whatever?
Yeah, you could for sure.
Just
Yeah, once you do it, it starts floating above your head.
Nice.
You don't feel any different. Just kind of floats in a cool way.
Oh yeah, the unusual object in my
That's a stone, yeah.
phone. Yeah. Is there a way for me to rename it or something? Or
Yeah, I can, maybe only I can do it. But what do you want it to be called?
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea.
Cool stone from Lizard Village.
Yeah, maybe
Stone.
Cool.
possible navigation stone.
I can say, I can give it a description. I can give it a description as well, where Crixel thinks this can help us navigate.
Lovely.
He's smart sometimes, not very often.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, but I don't. Oh, yeah. I
You see it
it.
now? Now does it
Yeah,
show
yeah,
up? Perfect.
yeah. Thanks.
I can change it to be something like that, Jack, if you want to. So you don't remember what it is. Okay,
Oh.
cool. Yeah, so you guys, I guess, just shoot up in, then continue on your journey and stuff.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, then we just one other thing that might be of interest, at least something you noticed during the journey. On the it's not today. There's 3 day travel. So on the third day when you're going, so you think you'll land at what's it called in the evening. As you're kind of watching the landscape, you're just but almost enjoying a quiet day on the water. You actually spot something on the coast that you didn't see before when you traveled up here. Maybe it was a bit of misty that day, or you just hadn't spotted it. It's not much, but basically on the coast, at a bit of like kind of not like a high cliff, but a bit of a not like a beach, a bit more like a sheer side and jutting over water. You see a very kind of small, almost like kind of ruined like building, like probably only at one point like like one kind of maybe large room kind of size. But you don't have to do anything. You just see it on like the coastline. It's just something you did notice on the way up.
Like one room, so probably not multiple levels.
No, it doesn't look like multiple level, but actually you see it, it looks like at some point you think it actually would have had quite a high roof. And if you want to, what's it called? Hey, what are you talking about, Josh? If you want to, try to get see if you can decide for any more details, you can give me a perception check to see if you can see anything further.
I know the resting place of a lesser death when I see one.
Oh,
That shit traumatizes me.
man.
Seriously, to this day.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But yeah, anyone who wants to see if they can see it.
What type of check was it? Sorry.
Perception check should see if you can make out any more details
Perception,
of what the
okay.
building may have what's
Yeah. Blind GM, there we go. Except that I accidentally do initiative. It's the same result, but
cool. Need to check. Okay, anybody else? No. Alrighty. I need to double check something.
I'm kind of subdued for the moment.
What's that?
I'm a bit subdued at the moment.
Yeah, you're not looking at it. You'll focus on the rowing. But I'll tell you, you actually see if you see the building a bit clearer. You got a bit better eyes today. You think at some point it will probably like a very small chapel. Actually, you see that like one side looks like it probably had like some sort of like small steeple, but it's like been like destroyed over time.
Well, we're here. We could check it out. Looks like it may be some form of old chapel. Exactly. I'm trying not to let Josh be chased off by PTSD.
It's very strong, beat. You're making steps.
Could be in a whole church's Gosra. Then we have to check it out.
Chapel.
And I immediately enter sneak mode.
Okay. Yeah. So you ask Nate to what, like I guess.
I hit Control on my keyboard in Skyrim.
Moored a boat on the side or something.
You go sneak mode on
you want to go have a look at it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Secure the boat to the tree.
I don't
just
have
in
a
case.
I don't have a map for this or anything, so we're gonna use our imagination. But yeah, you kind of like to get down, and you basically like circle around a little bit and then like walk kind of along it. But yeah, you do it that no problem.
And
There's
no point in more than one person scouting.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we just all were before because we were in a
What else
boat.
was there to do? Yeah, on a boat.
Yeah.
We're on a
I'll go back
boat.
to sneaking
We're
around.
on a boat.
Yeah, I'm usually scouting because sneaking kind of not that useful
You
for
know,
me.
Yeah.
I'll do searching.
On
Yeah.
sneaky deekers.
Oh, you'll do searching or looking around. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, you'll go around and you look around like from a distance. Yeah, it seems certainly now you're closer. You think it was probably some sort of like small chapel, like clearly quite old and like being destroyed or weathered by the storms that very often hit this place. You also see that like it's built in a very exposed location. Like there's like no sort of shelter from any of the elements around it, and it looks like actually you think that like although there's like some, kind of like stone like foundations. It looks like the majority would probably even build like really plainly out of wood. So probably wouldn't have lasted very well over time.
Wouldn't have lasted long.
Good one, good
Ba-doom.
one, good one. But yeah, you have a look around it. It looks very sort of like kind of like maybe like wild animals have been there, or maybe people have also been over time. There isn't much left of anything. But as you're sitting around, you see a couple of things interesting. You see a symbol which originally you think it kind of surprised you a little bit because it looks almost like an engraving of a mug, like you would have ale in, like a mug of ale kind of engraving. But it's like so maybe you can kind of confuse you for a bit, but it's actually like also like like kind of writing and like kind of like religious sort of like text and like imagery around it. So anyone who wants can give me a religion check to see if you notice this symbol with anything in particular.
That's gonna go well.
Sure, why not?
Is it potentially a like ocean or sea-based religion, so I can use saline lore?
Yeah.
Yeah, you actually could use sailing law for this.
Hey, we
What
got
about
it.
fishing
Yeah.
lore?
No, not fishing law.
Oh shit, I rolled it wrong.
Oh, that's sad.
The
Reroll. That's the
public.
rules.
Yeah, you gotta be
Yeah,
No. God, imagine rolling the same on the reroll, never punished. Spoilers. Okay, yeah. So actually, you recognize the symbol. You saw it on many a bar or pub or an inn you saw along the Shackles way. But you notice is also the symbol of a god, the god known as Keedan Callion. Or Kalian. Caden.
Yeah.
Isn't Caden Kalian, I think.
Caden
It's Caden
Kalian?
Kalian, I think.
It's Caden Kalian. That's so funny. Caden
Yeah.
Kalian. Caden Kalian, I'll describe briefly for you, Nate, who you're aware of,
Focus.
is a very kind of funny god. He's a very popular
best one.
Shackles pirate, which is why you were able to use your law on this
It's like this, I think, right?
sailing. He is actually, I think he's actually the most popular god in the Shackles.
Oh,
if
yeah.
I remember right, or at least he's up there for sure.
Has to be.
But he's referred to as the accidental god.
He is
Yeah. Yeah.
Eden Callion, let me try it. He was once
I love it.
immortal like any others, but I believe the story goes, at least how much was true, was he basically tried to hit on Iomadai, who is another mortal who became god at one point, who became a god.
Bard or swashbuckler. Sorry.
It's something like that, indeed. However, there is this thing, I mean, I'll describe this as well, but this is a story you certainly would have heard in your talk about King Callion, that there is a thing in the center of the world, in the city known as Absalon, which is basically, the biggest city in Galarian, called it's called the Test of the Starstone. The Starstone is like this kind of meteorite that hit Galarian very long ago, and it was like risen up by the god of all men, who everyone would almost know about, or at least any sort of man, any human, who out and lifted up. They found the city of Absalom, and the meteorite was kind of formed the heart. They built a huge cathedral for it, and then in later years there was this thing called the Test of the Starstone, where anybody can actually try to ascend to godhood by performing this test. And Iomadai was one of the mortals who first passed this test and became like a very sort of paladin-y, lawful good god. Caden Callion was a normal human sellsword who was a bit of a drunk, and tried. I think the story goes, or at least you would have heard it. Tried basically to get off with her, was rejected, and in his drunken state, I think this is. I've actually seen this in True
Didn't
Force.
she?
I'm not sure.
I don't think Iomadai went through the test, did she?
She did for sure. So yeah, Caden Callion, in his drunken state, basically attempted the test of the Starstone and somehow succeeded without ever knowing how. He does not know how he passed the test, what even the test was, but nevertheless, in one night in a drunken haze, he became a god. And since then, has basically become the god of all, all those who basically are free spirits who crave adventure and drink, just like this shit. He seems like, as a god, basically to not let divine responsibility change the attitude he once had in life. He's still very much, just a free man. And this kind of, attitude of life is why it becomes so popular amongst the Shackles pirates, especially. But yeah, and
areas of concern are my favorite. Ale, bravery, freedom, and wine.
What are some good things?
Wait,
to write
how
about?
do years work in this
Very
thing?
specific.
How do years work?
What
Oh,
year?
It's
What
something
year
that I'm
is
gonna get into
currently in?
Glavian lore. But I
Waste
mean, out of
alcohol.
game, there's stuff in game. I don't know.
Oh no, the
Out
year
of-
goes up. What am I talking?
The year goes up. Yes, there is.
Okay, that's
everything
like-
is based on the time when Aradin raised up the Starstone. That started.
Yeah,
in
okay,
1290.
Wait, are
I
the
remember some
calendars
stuff from
where
Wrath
years
of the
go
Thing.
down?
But it's like I didn't realize it's fucking 1,100 years from Caden, and then Eomida is after him.
I read
Actually.
after him. Oh, maybe I heard a wrong story.
Yeah,
thought
like,
it
you
was
think you might
Caden
have heard
was-
wrong because like he was Advance has been rejected by Calistria,
Oh,
Caden
maybe
Kelly.
that was it. Maybe that
and
was it.
the mortals before Caden were Aradin, of course, and Norgorber,
Yeah,
and
I
like
know.
in Eomidai was in
That was much later. Yeah, must be
3,800 something.
Okay, must be Cliff Rossing off. I remember reading about
Yeah.
it somewhere.
Yeah,
But
Netish
anyway, none of your
reports it
characters
as-
know this. Story.
Yeah, like it's
Well,
really
he's
fucking
an
fascinating.
alien.
This whole thing. I love his
During a
story.
particularly rowdy night of drinking, a series of escalating dares led the wandering mercenary to attempt the test of Starstone.
Yeah,
And he
it's,
emerged 3 days later, the full god.
Just kidding.
It's
I love-
it's a fun thing. It's a fun thing.
It's so
yeah.
great.
Anyway, you notice this holy symbol when really at least Nate kind of thinks this was probably once a small chapel to Caden Callion.
Do we see any like remains of like bottles and stuff around?
No, you see that seems mostly looted, but actually, what's it called, Johnny? As you're kind of looking around the room and you're kind of doing stuff, you see like kind of underneath, like where you would normally have like an altar. There's basically like one more like a bar front.
Okay.
Where
There's a-
like
oh.
like a bar, like where underneath you would like have like you could have spirits and all behind you could have stuff underneath. And you're just looking around this actually. You think you find almost like a hidden drawer, like actually in the bar underneath, like maybe where you would like hide something, like a barman would like put maybe extra bit of money or like something you would hit somebody with if they were not shutting up, that kind of thing. And as far as you can tell, that doesn't seem to have been like force open at the least, and you can see it actually has like a small kind of like a keyhole in it.
There's a locked box behind this bar in this church. Gotta say, quite interesting. Anyone know good at opening boxes with locks on? When you have no key? Ah, okay.
That would be
Okay.
me.
Like-
Box,
Like
though.
I just like if it can be moved, I don't know. If it's,
No, it's like
yeah,
a
just
drawer,
gotta
like
put it
a-
on the bar.
Yeah.
It's like
Oh yeah.
Getting the
oh,
gun
oh, oh, it's a
ready.
drawer.
yeah.
Okay.
so
then
it's
it's
Yeah,
well,
so-
here it is.
Like, yes, let me. And I'll go down there with my thieves' tools and
Would you
attempt a thievery
you
check.
steal from a god though?
Oh,
Doesn't
no,
seem
no.
like a good
This is
idea.
reclaiming what was once lost. There's a very big difference.
Hmm. It is salvaging. Very important work.
And particularly if there's ale, we know how much you love that, and we wouldn't want it wasted.
That I can agree with, yeah.
So, is this a public one again? I can't remember.
yeah, picking locks is a public one.
Hmm?
And it says, I need to check the. Okay, yeah, I did want to check what kind of lock would be. Okay, no, you're unable to get actually a click, but it doesn't like you don't see any damage at all. That seems like a normal failure. But the lock seems like fairly well made.
Yeah, apparently.
But you can
But buckle down and try again,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
guess.
Yeah, you can just.
Do I
keep
get any
trying with picking
benefit for
locks.
having thieves' tools? Or I can't remember. Is this
No, I
like a
think it's
penalty?
only with. I think it's just you need to have
Just
lockpicks
do
to do
it.
it, and like if you crit fail, you actually like break your lockpicks and stuff, right? And then you actually can't even do it. And then like if you what's it called? And then there's like masswork seed tools. I think what's it called? Do give a bonus.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay. Anyway, so
Only one success.
that is one success indeed. So you get a click out of one, but it still seems there's a couple of pins that need to be put into place.
You got this. I give guidance. I cast guidance after this.
Oh yeah. After this,
This is
first
going.
one,
It's, it's like it's
I mean, I would aid, but like, I'm just gonna like fuck you up.
Yeah, I'll just manually, or we'll just manually add it after the fact for guidance, because.
Sure.
yeah easier.
Yeah, that's much easier.
Oh shit!
Oh
That's not
no.
gonna do it.
The guidance gives a +1, so that still would be a
10.
10, which would still be a critical fail actually, which means
That's unfortunate.
Which means you actually break your picks in the thing. If I am reading it correctly, yeah, you break picks. Fixing requires crafting to repair them, while swapping in replacement picks. So yeah, you kind of break your tools off in the lock, and you're like, fuck. You could use the hero point, right?
I don't have one.
Did I ever give you one?
Nope.
You know
Not
what?
this- not
Everyone's
this
going to get
time.
one. This is very heroic, breaking into a church. This is the kind of thing heroes always do in stories.
Yeah.
All heroes always do this in stories, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Well.
classic Link shit.
Oh, look. Oh, wait. Yeah.
So 19?
Yeah, I mean, not enough, actually. I thought it was a 26 when it disappeared. I was like, oh, 26 a bit.
Yeah, same. That'd be great.
But no,
Another
you
fail,
know,
but
it doesn't
not-
break, though.
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Alrighty. So now it's just back to the normal roll again. No assist because I have the block on
someone could try
guidance.
to aid you, I guess, if they wanted, but you know, maybe they
The
have
problem is, I think it's actually worse off because no one's going to have a very good chance of rolling a 20.
maybe a higher
besides
chance
me.
to fail. For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
See if Altair has it in him.
Ah.
Okay, it's still fine.
Still a fail, but not broken.
Still-
Come on, you got this.
Ooh.
There we
Ooh,
go,
okay,
26
success,
again.
success. So click out of 2, but there still seems to be saying
God.
there's 1 pin left.
Jesus
It's only a
Christ.
social, by the way. It's crazy.
I know.
Little one item. Mhm.
That could be much
Okay,
harder
come
than this.
on.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
fuck off.
Oh, okay, yeah. You the picks definitely break with just a
Yeah.
little bit left.
Can't use hero points to have some.
So replacement
people,
picks
right?
are 3 silver pieces. That's gonna suck.
Yeah, or you can use crafting to repair it. I don't know if Quicksil has the ability to do that or not.
I do have crafting, but I don't think I have a repair kit with me. So
What? You imagine having crafting to repair kit to use that tough.
they're heavy, man.
They're heavy. Yeah, that's true. They are heavy. Well, yeah. I mean, you could always stop by on the way up again, I guess, if you wanted.
Yeah, no, actually,
Just break this thing, then.
yes.
Also try to do that if you wish.
Someone.
There's a feat to use firearms to blast a lock off, but I'm not sure if you can do it without it and just get negatives. I'm gonna look up the
No, I seem to remember, like, basically then you're doing a force up. I don't know, I remember somebody saying you couldn't do it.
Okay.
Doesn't make sense, right? The feature just.
You said this is a simple lock?
Yeah.
But we are simple.
Oh, because I just looked at because I just wanted to figure. Like I was trying to look up rules for locking, like shooting or breaking off a lock.
Mhm.
According to this, lock simple is an item level 1. Picking a port. So wait. Oh, sorry. That's why it's. They're all in the same order.
They're
So
all
what
the
the fuck?
same. Yeah, they are.
No, because interesting. So a port lock requires 2 successful DC 15. A simple lock requires 3 successful DC 20. Fucking Christ.
Yeah.
It's actually really high for this like
yeah,
being
I
level
mean, for
1.
sure, right? Like, I mean, no one would buy a lock if it was like every level character could pick it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Like
It's much better here than in D&D, huh? D&D is quite easy to get in locks, I think.
in general, yeah. But yeah, I mean, you could also try to force it open, just with like a knife or something if you wish, or pry it open. I don't know if anybody has anything like a crowbar or something.
Use my blade, I guess.
Yeah, I've got a light mace.
I mean, yeah, I could do it.
Would that be athletics for sure?
Yeah, force open would be athletics. That'd be really fucking hard, but it's kind of like.
Yeah, so I pull it out and I hand that to Nate since he's the strongest of us.
I don't want to do it, man.
And
Stealing
it's
from
Crixel,
a
he's the
glass.
next. I think.
I'll give it. I mean, I'll just
You're
look
gonna
at
badly
Nate for a
use it about
second
this.
and. Oh, I can't resist. It is a locked box, lost to the ages. I'll kneel down and try. 20.
I got lucky once today. Don't want to anger the gods.
Okay. But certainly is a higher DC than even lockpicking it for sure. No, so I'm afraid that's not a success. Of course, the nice thing about forcing open is you can basically do it as much as you want. But there's like not really a downside. So like eventually you could just, I mean, basically if you want to just fucking keep doing it until you basically get a critical success, like you will end up destroying like basically the whole of the bar, like the underneath of the bar. But of course you can do it. Like it's like you have enough time, materials isn't sturdy enough that you could do it. You wanted to spend a few minutes doing it. Yeah, you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll look at the others and say this will probably take some time, but we've been traveling for a while.
Mhm.
And then I'll go back to. I'll just roll like 10d20 or some shit.
Yeah,
And then
see
another.
roughly how long it takes you. See if you hit any 20s.
Nothing there.
Sounds
There's a
good.
19 in there.
It's a 19. That wouldn't be a. I mean, no, maybe wait, 19.
So it's a plus
19
6, so it would be
a
25.
25.
Okay, that actually would be a DC because I think it makes it. I think I've read. This is weird. I don't know if this is true, but I remember reading somewhere fucking that if you try to force open, it's 5 higher than the lock check.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go at least with that making sense for me as well. So actually, on the 19th, it doesn't take you too long. You like smashing it. Well, oh wait, but force open, you would take a -2 unless you're.
Oh yeah, without a crowbar, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so then you need to hit that 20 for sure.
Yeah. So that's like.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Oh,
not
you
too
had a
bad.
few there. Holy shit! Like 3? What the fuck?
Ooh,
3 of them.
wow.
3 of them. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
so
it was
you
actually
know-
the next roll, by the way, was the
you
one that you got the
basically
20
end
on.
up destroying like the remnants was left of this bar, and
Yeah, I'm not
But
kind
next-
to my blades. Like they're used for like chopping off fish heads and like against rough stone. So I'm just like going rough on it to like open up this box.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and you open it up, and you inside find a couple of things actually, like kind of dusty, but seemingly in one piece. And the point is, how do I? Yeah, I'm gonna drag them from the character sheet. I'm gonna drag them to your Jacko and mystify them. So can you shut your character sheet for
Yeah.
a second?
Oh, I just looked away. Yeah, I'm looking away.
Oh, you looked away. Come on, you could just okay, whatever. Shut your character sheet, but okay, I'll be able to find them. This thing.
Okay,
Wait, don't look.
Okay.
And also. One sec. Okay, 2 things. Yep. Okay, done. So I would describe them though. Was maybe you'll just say, oh, that's what this is. One of them actually looks almost like a deck of cards. But as you kind of look over it, it seems Tom, don't get crazy. I'm not that crazy. Tom's eyes are like deck of cards, D&D. No, these
Like, are you about to throw out the campaign ender of all items?
Are we doing it? Are we doing that? Okay.
No, we are not doing that. This, however, you see, seems like quite a small pack of cards. Definitely like maybe half the what's it called, the size of a normal deck. But I mean, you can choose to look through them if you wish. But they look, at least for now, just like
Okay.
I don't know. Do you want to look at them like one at a time to like see if they're normal?
If they seem like a standard pack, I'll just skim through real quick. But not that
actually
used to
seem
card
kinda
games.
smaller. They're also maybe about like half the size. Like as well as being like less many, and they're quite thick parchment almost. But actually, you see this is different. Each of these actually have names
deck?
of it of a couple of which you're not sure. I mean, you're not very well versed in this, but I don't know if you read them out or if Johnny saw them. I'll describe a couple of them. Like the first one says the word light and like just like a small image of maybe a source of light. Another one says actually just straight up like the name like says like produce flame and like a picture of a fire and like so on and so on. And there's like seems out of game you can kind of recognize with like names of cantrips.
Okay.
Are there
That
24
is
of them?
There are actually 24 cards if you quickly count through them. And the other thing seems to be like a metal drinking flask, like about 4 inches in diameter and like 10 inches tall. And the screwing top has like what's it called? Has like it's like almost got this like kind of built in like kind of 4 small metal cups kind of like nest together in the top, so you can like kind of like how like a fucking thermos has like the cup that's kind of built into the top. This kind of has the same with like 4 small cups that almost like fit together.
Oh, very cool. It is a strange deck for wizards, but I suppose if they worship this god, the Caden, then they might like games. It would be hard to play in the rowboat, so we will have to wait until we get home.
So, 4 cups. Did I say that right?
Want to try drinking?
It's a sign. It was meant for us. Fine.
I'll get out like one of the bottles like moonshine or whatever I got from the lizard folk.
Okay, I mean, do you check see that anything actually in the flask itself? Was it just like a
Yeah,
pouring?
I guess I'll shake it
It
to see if
actually
there's a.
seems it actually seems to what's it called have something inside it.
Okay, open it up, sniff it. Just it's probably very old.
Uh, okay, let me figure this out. What would Crixel like to drink right now?
What's Crixel like to drink right now? Some very like I know we there was talk of like alcoholic beverages with Nate, but I think it would just be like fresh spring water.
Yeah. It's just to you, it's like almost odorless as you like kind of lift the top,
It's like
almost like just like
hmm,
stuff.
looks like moonshine already. Start pouring it into the little cups.
Yeah. Very clear liquid comes out.
Yeah,
Cool. Yeah, if you all try a sip, it
Anyway.
seems like, or whoever wants to, at least, seems just like cool, of like quite actually like colder than it would be, in like this area. It's like cool water.
maybe
It's-
it's not very strong anymore. It's been here a while.
Yeah,
yeah.
cool. But
We can look at him closer maybe a little bit later. I still think we need to make it back home as quickly as possible.
yeah, sure. You have spent a bit of time on the thing.
Since
Yeah,
we just spent like
Yeah.
12 rounds with him beating the shit
Yeah,
out of
yeah.
the box.
Cool. So, yeah, I think we'll basically, end with basically as you get back to town. So we'll start next session, upon revival. If you want to have done any, like, try to identify these things quickly in the boat, we could do it now quickly, just like get out the way.
Yeah, is there anyone else who can also Johnny? Can you like identify stuff or
I mean, I've
with nature or
do
something?
nature with stuff with nature.
Yeah, you can do some most of
So
it. I mean, I can
then,
post it to chat if anyone wants to try to do these skill checks.
yeah.
And you can also obviously do crafting if you wish. This is for the flask to begin with.
Okay, I'll do Nate. I'll do my nature.
I'll do crafting first. Yeah, for the flask.
Okay, well,
Oh,
Johnny
did
actually-
Johnny do it? Yeah, I'll give it to
Excuse-
him.
Okay, Johnny. So
Ooh,
you
can I
actually-
use Lord Games for the deck?
Ooh, identify magic.
Is
though?
it that kind of deck of cards though? I don't think it is.
No,
based
it
on your
isn't.
description.
No,
Okay.
it isn't. It would be kind of cool. Maybe like the path would be really, really fucking hard. Okay, Johnny, are you're aware of this item? I've identified you. You know this is a flask of fellowship, where it's a metal. Yeah, it's how I describe what it looks like, and basically the way it works isn't exactly how I described it working, where it was like what Crixel wanted to have. But instead, like basically, if you're using it, you can use it to like make an impression with people. Like you will try and you make an impression upon somebody, and you can like share drinks with it as like part of the check to make an impression. And like when you do that, it kind of pours a drink the other person really wants to have a little sip of, and in doing so, it gives you a +1 in your diplomacy check to make a good impression against them. It's a something that would be quite
Nice.
popular around Cadence worshippers.
That's pretty nice.
Mhm.
I explained that. Pretty interesting thing.
Weird
And
magic.
yeah, and send the other one. People want to try on the other one.
Yeah. Johnny first because he's pretty good at it apparently.
Johnny, did you want? No, Johnny isn't familiar with this, so I didn't say it. Johnny, you're not sure exactly. Like you recognize a lot of these are like names of spells. You're like familiar with a lot of the cards have names of that, but you're not sure why they're put into cards like this or
Okay,
what the idea is behind it.
sure.
I'll give it a shot when I get into the boats. On my shifts.
Ah, perfect. Yeah, you do succeed, Crixel, and you maybe you've heard of this, or maybe you found like one of these cards like lying around and never seen a full deck itself. Like, they obviously can't. This is known as a cantrip deck, which is in my world maybe I think they're a bit more like what cadence people might also use as like a fun way of like kind of people to like mix magic from clerics and cards together. But at least the way they are also described here is they're a way to like almost in a way make knowledge magic more approachable or like more common and like stuff like that, because even non-spellcasters can actually use them. And basically there is one card for each cantrip, and you can basically just activate the card like as an action. So technically, it takes 3 actions to cast as opposed to the 2 it would normally be. But basically, you can cast any cantrip that the cards are. It's consumable, so you can only use each cantrip once. But you
yeah.
can say, okay, I use this. I want to use Tanglefoot. I want to use something else.
So
That's sick.
I just pulled it up real quickly. It's activate. It's one action, one or more. Envision interact, and if you envision your desired cantrip, use the card to the rest of the top. Draw the card. The deck cast that cantrip as a first level spell with DC 15 spell attack plus
Oh,
5.
you're right. Definitely takes the same number.
Troubles
of
to
actions. Oh, no,
So
you're
it's the
right,
same number of actions regardless.
you're
So if
right,
it's a
you're
one
right,
action, it's 1. If it's 2 actions, it's 2.
You're right. My bad. I misread it.
It's slightly different, but
Yeah, it's right.
Alright.
So it's like the only normal actions. You just of course need to be holding it. Yeah, so it's a little kind of interesting trick. It was a way almost like maybe you've heard of it as like maybe it was a way for like people who are scared of magic right in small towns. It's a way to be like magic is something to be scared of. It can almost be controlled by anyone, even someone who isn't a wizard.
Very cool. Yeah, some of these you wouldn't not very often see, so that's interesting.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Very specific. Cool.
Disrupt the
yeah,
dead.
you identify both those
Nice,
little
nice.
items. Look at that. No less a death or anything.
You wouldn't be
And
that cool.
now we level.
Now you level indeed. Upon your
Huge.
triumphant return into old refuel, kind of to level
Oh, that's
2.
awesome. GG.
Huzzah!
Okay, I'm gonna head off as well. Good night.
Yep.
Bye.
Later.